Good evening. This is the Pinstripe Chronicles bringing you a special live play-by-play of the Yankees at the Kansas City Royals. Game 3 of the ALDS. Doesn't get any bigger than this. And who better to have the boys back together again? My brother from another mother. We got Luca
What's up,
from the
everybody?
Boys of the Big Apple podcast that we used to do from the Big Blue and the Bronx channel. So salute to you, man. How are you feeling about this game?
Doing good. Just obviously it's a big game tonight, game 3. Some people don't know. It was me, Alex, and our buddy Killer Joe. Last minute, we purchased game tickets to game 2 at Yankee Stadium. We were in the bleacher creatures. But it was disappointing to lose game 2. The opportunities were there. Yankees not hitting with runners in scoring position. Carlos Rodon imploding, I believe, was in the 4th or 3rd inning after the Yankees had scored a run. But it's going to come down to a couple things. How do the Yankees start? What's their approach at the plate? And, do they start fast? The Yankees have to start fast if you really want to take this Royals crowd out of it, because I'm sure their hype is hell, because this is, I believe, their first Division Series game since the year they won the World Series in 2015. So that's going to be a ruckus crowd. Seth Lugo, who's been a very good pitcher for the Royals, I'd say their second or maybe even third best pitcher, is starting against Clark Schmidt. Clark Schmidt, I think he's pitched in the postseason before. I had to go back 2 years ago, I think, against the Guardians. But start fast if you're the Yankees. Take pitches, run up Seth Lugo's pitch count, and be selective. We need also another thing real quick. We need Aaron Judge.
Yes, that was my next question. What does Aaron Judge need to do to change his approach?
His timing is off, man. Like, we were watching the swings he was taking versus Reagan's, versus Chris Bubich, whatever pitch he was swinging, it just looks like his timing is off for whatever reason. And like he was like late on 98, late on off speed. Like he was constantly hitting the ball foul to right. So that tells you that the ball that he's late on those pitches. So it's a timing issue with Judge. But the whole thing, surrounding Judge is that he hasn't been a playoff performer. And I got to say this real quick. Great, he's broken records, but if we really want to win the World Series, Judge has to play up.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we can't do anything unless Aaron Judge steps up. But let's have a look and see what we got here. We go 0-1, salute to 0-1. We got salute to Jacob, salute. Everyone in the chat, say hello. Say hello. And hit the like button, hit the sub button as well. We got the lineups. Let's start with the Yankees.
Absolutely.
Not too many surprises here. We got Gleyber Torres leading off. We got Juan Soto second. We got Judge batting third. We got Austin Wells cleaning up. We got Stanton, Big G, and the 5-hole. We got Jazz Chisholm in the 6th spot. We got Anthony Volpe batting 7. Ozzy Cabrera in batting for playing first base, batting 8, and you got Verdugo in left field to close it out. Let's have a look at the Royals lineup. We got Bobby Witt leading off, then Pasquantino. DH, you got Sally Perez catching. He's a monster. Yuri Gurriel in the 5-hole. You got Melendez left field and Garcia at third. Frazier in right and Isbell in center. And of course, we got Lugo and Clark Schmidt. Lugo absolutely shut the Yankees down the last time. 7 innings shutout. That's going to be key. How can the Yankees get to Lugo, Luca?
It's going to be working the pitch count a little bit, but I think he's going to be throwing straight strikes, and the Yankees have to take their opportunities, and you can't let him shut him down. Just like, obviously, mediate if he's, we're just looking at stats right here: 16-9 on the season, 3 ERA, 206 and 2/3 innings, 181 strikeouts to 48 walks, an opposing average 229. In his last appearance in the wild card against the O's, 4 1/3 innings pitched, 4 hits and 6 strikeouts. Now, Lugo is traditionally more of a reliever, more of that long reliever. He pitched with the Mets, he pitched with the Padres. He's back to being a starter with the Royals, and he has succeeded. So at the end of the day, let's see how Lugo throws. It's going to be throwing strikes. Let's see it. Like, the Yankees have to, modernize and adjust to their approach. And a lot of those swings against Reagan's, I don't think Lugo strikes me as a high velocity guy. He's going to change shit up a little bit.
Yeah.
But just
his spin rate with his off speed is first in baseball.
It's about spin. It's about movement with him. It's not so much velocity.
Really good breakdown there. What is up, John the Beagle Dad? Salute to you,
Oh,
man. Uncle T is working, I believe. Uncle T. So we'll be holding the fort down for you.
absolutely.
Share it out, sub it up, hit the like button, everyone in the chat. I hope you guys enjoy the game. Here we go. We're just about to start. Woo! Gleyber Torres nods his head, and I think we are ready to go. Lugo lines, and he deals, and Torres grounds to short for a routine out at first.
Didn't
And
even
that's
bother
how we
taking the
get
first pitch.
started. Great. So far not great in terms of working the pitch count.
And that's the thing he did in his last at bat at Yankee Stadium on what was I gonna say Monday night. He swung at the first pitch against Ertzeg. Meanwhile, I don't know. I just his when he swings at the first pitch, sometimes it's like, why would you do that? You take some of these pitches.
Exactly. He needs to work the count. Salute to you, Jonathan. And the pitch. And Soto fakes the bunt, pulls back, and takes a ball 1-0.
Soto has a little bit of a hole on the left side, but he's been a premier performer in the Yankees in this division series, 3 for 8 with a double, a walk, and 3 strikeouts.
And deals. And that'll be called strike high. It's borderline pitch there. As my man Alex, who will be joining us very, very soon, says, why does he never take the first pitch in the last two at-bats? What's up, y'all? Should be around 7:30. Great. Soto hits it high, hits it far, hits it to the wall in center. Oh, well. He gave it a decent ride. He gave it a ride there. Juan Soto, he's just warming up, bro. He's just warming up.
Just got a little bit under it, possibly, but it looked like it had the distance almost. Wasn't fully convinced it was out. It looked like a change up there from Lugo.
Yeah, it looked like it was carrying. I'm surprised because I didn't think it was going either. All right, here's Aaron Judge with one of the highest strikeout percentages in the history of the game and in the history of baseball in the playoffs. And he cuts and misses on an 89-mile-an-hour pitch, perfectly located out high outside corner. 0-1.
1 for 7 in the series is Judge.
Salute to FJ, salute to you, man. And Aaron Judge cuts and misses on another routine fastball down the middle. 0-2.
That's 93, man. That's something that goes opposite field. You can hit that in the gaps. That's not a pitch you miss.
You're spot on. Look at you. He is late. He's definitely late right now. 0-2.
Come on, Judge.
And he deals. Aaron Judge swung on and lines out to the phenomenal, the uncomparable Bobby Witt. So that's 2 away, 3 away. And that'll be that. Bobby Witt is great, man. Great athleticism there at short. And that'll be that.
Yeah, we'll be heading to the bottom of the first.
We absolutely did not work any counts.
Nope.
And that is not what the doctor ordered. Let's be honest.
No.
It's very disappointing.
We didn't get off to a fast start at all. Obviously, we can still get off to a fast start in the second inning. But I also like to add, when we were cheering in Yankee Stadium, when we were the bleacher creatures, I think Bobby Witt went for like 0 for 3 or 0 for 4. Like he struck out at least 2 or 3 times. And if I can curse on here, I hope I can because I.
Of course you can.
All right. We were chanting. We were calling him Bobby shit at Yankee Stadium.
Okay. By the way, what was the atmosphere like at the stadium?
It was awesome. The stadium was rocking from first pitch on. Obviously, we lost a little bit of enthusiasm when Rodon started to blow a little bit. But that stadium was rocking, man. You know, everybody was in the crowd. You also had current Knicks showing up. You had Josh Hart in behind the what should I say, in the front row. You had Deuce McBride by like the third baseline, and then the stadium just went nuts when they saw Karl Anthony Towns in the suite. So, but regardless, the stadium was awesome. I can't complain. It's the playoff time. It gets you so enthusiasm, and you really take yourself to another level. It was awesome. It was great. I can't complain.
What an experience. I mean, it won't be Madison Square Garden, but
no.
But what an amazing experience, man. It's a dream come true. I have to get myself to Yankee Stadium in the playoffs.
I was seeing some of your tweets from that night. You thought the Yankees were unprepared going in Game 2?
I did. I thought they were unprepared. I thought they were. I don't know if they were unprepared, but they played lackadaisical. Their approach has been boring. I
Mhm.
thought they've been boring, and that's my almost that's the biggest indictment of all. Because if you look at the other games, every team's going for it, hell for leather, and
Exactly.
these are great games. And the Yankees are treating it like it's a fucking June series.
You can't have that type of urgency.
Yeah, they just don't seem to have that much urgency. That's what I need to see. But again, not a great start in this game either. Just kind of lazy at bats. So
It's
concerning, really.
yeah, that's the right word.
So here we go. Got Massey up. He's got a 938 OPS and a
Michael
400
Massey.
batting average so far in these playoffs.
See something real quick as we're looking at Matt Quatraro, I believe the first or second year manager of the Royals.
Yeah.
Clark Schmidt on the season, he had a minimum of 16 starts, 5-5 with a 2.85 ERA, 93 strikeouts. He looked really good for most of the year, but unfortunately, injuries hurt him.
He's terrific, man. He's really looking exactly who we hoped he would be. So we got a 1-1 count on Massey. 14 homers, 45 RB. Very quiet regular season, but the postseason he's looking electric. Garrett Cole's looking about as excited as the Yankees generally have done this series. And swung on and fouled back 1-2.
Yeah, Cole's like, what am I like? Have some enthusiasm. This is the playoffs.
I know. Can you? That body language worries me, man. 1-2. Clark Schmidt winds, deals, swung on, fouled away. Bobby Witt is coming up second after Massey. Let's see what Massey can do in this spot. What do you think about Clark Schmidt pitching instead of Luis Heel?
Um, I mean, let me ask because I didn't watch the Yankees for a bit. Did Schmidt pitch at the end of the regular season, or did they just immediately throw him in?
Yeah, no, Schmidt was pitching. Luis Heel was pitching every start, but so was Schmidt. So, little surprised,
A little bit too, yeah.
but one away. So, what did you quit watching the Yankees for a bit or what?
I'll tell you what, Donald, after Clay Holmes gave up that grand slam to Wyatt Langford, I said to my brother, I said, if he gives up this walk-off grand slam, I'm not watching the Yankees for the rest of the regular season. I held to that promise. I swear.
My man, my man. One away. I don't think Witt is gonna be this bad.
No. No.
He's bound to turn. He's bound to do something.
Yeah, him in the
So
postseason right now, he's 3 from 19, which is 158 on the
he's too good. He's too
yeah.
good. Clark Schmidt takes and the pitch is outside 1-1.
I think I'm just gonna double check. I think Schmidt started game 3 2 years ago. I'm just trying to remember.
And he deals. And it's a nice pitch, but just a little outside, I guess. Just missed the corner. 2-1.
And see here, they got the lefty Vinny Pasquantino on deck. He hasn't had the greatest postseason.
They don't really hit. They
No.
what they do is like it's like death by a million cuts. Do you know what I mean? It's like
Right.
they get a lot of singles, make good contact, but that kind of stuff actually hurts the Yankees more, to be honest.
Right.
3-1 count on Schmidt, and that's a nice pitch. It's a little outside. That one wasn't given before, but inconsistent strike zone from the umpire.
Yeah, this is like a slider going away. And a good frame job there by Austin Wells just to grab the corner. But I do agree with you, Donald. That pitch was a fastball earlier. I should say a cut fastball earlier, but it wasn't called. So I
Yeah.
can understand Bobby Witt being a little frustrated by that.
And Swan and Soto. Woof. He backtracks and grabs it before it reaches the warning track, and that's two away.
Did a little bit of a backpedal there, which scared me a little bit.
Yeah, he took an interesting route, but he did hit it fairly hard. Does it look like the ball's carrying?
They said, they showed like the graphic. The wind is a bit of a factor in Kansas City for some odd reason. I don't know what the weather is over there right now, but the wind is actually it's 79 degrees right now. But
Wow.
the wind is a factor.
And the a hard ground ball, but perfectly handled by Torres, and that will be that. Nice, simple inning. Great job from Clark Schmidt. What
Couldn't
are you
have
seeing
asked
from
for
Clark?
anything better.
Yeah, Clark Schmidt, efficient. Can't ask for much more than that. What is happening to Gregory Wayne?
What's up?
Salute to you, man.
I
Oh
see that
boy.
John the Beagle Dad, not bad. Just a lot of wins so far. Just want to say quick prayers to the people in Florida. Those hurricanes are coming in nasty. So hopefully everybody gets to shelter, and hopefully everybody is safe. Those hurricanes are nasty.
Beautifully put. Beautifully put. Spot on, man.
I'm just going to check for some quick updates around the baseball realm. I know that the Phillies are up on the Mets in the sixth inning, 1-0, as that's been a pitcher's duel between Ranger Suarez and Jose Quintana. Now Suarez was obviously taken out a little bit, but also a little surprising factor here: the Tigers beat up on the Cleveland Guardians 3-0, and they currently lead the series 2-1.
Wow. That's interesting. Scooble pitched great.
He was phenomenal.
He's amazing. He's the best pitcher in the American League now.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. The losing pitcher for the Cleveland Guardians was actually veteran Alex Cobb, who I didn't even know was with the team. But the winner for the Tigers was Brant Herter. The save was made by Tyler Holton. But starting the game originally for the Detroit Tigers was Kiter Montero. So it's a lot of young pitching arms to the Tigers, and it's finally materialized at some point.
And what's your prediction?
Um, I originally would have said that the Guardians are going to win. You know what? I still think they're going to win somewhat. I still think they are because the Guardians have some fine pitching. You have Jose Ramirez. You have Josh Naylor. I'm pretty sure he's not hurt. I'm pretty sure he still is playing. Yeah, he is. I still think the Guardians are going to take this. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if the Tigers won tomorrow, but this is like obviously the game threes mean a lot because they could be the turning point of the series for the either team when you're tied up 1-1. But I still think the Guardians are going to go on and win this. But it's interesting as well, Donald. But did you know this was prior to game threes? Each division series, both American and National League, were all tied up 1-1, which has never happened in baseball history.
Holy shit! All kinds of stuff's happening.
Absolutely.
Do you think the Mets are going to beat the Phillies?
I don't see them winning in Philly, but it looks like they have a bit of a rally going. So if they win tonight, obviously they're going to win, but I wouldn't be
Wow.
stuck.
I
I
have to
think
say, man, I think they're a really well managed team. They play with a bit of energy, and I do respect that. Austin Wells has a good, healthy cut, but fouls it behind, and that takes us to 0-2.
yeah, they play with a lot of gravitas for a very much mixed, but veteran and young team. Kind of a
I think
combination.
Rico left that pitch up. I think that was a very hittable pitch. I think it was a mistake, and
Absolutely.
Wells missed it.
Drive that to the opposite field or even pull that ball to right.
Yeah. Whoa. Wicked curveball there from Lugo. Made Wells look bad. Wells has been in a massive slump for his last 100 at bats. Like his
I thought he played okay game one, but it just I still have a lot of confidence in Wells. I think he's going to turn this around, but
I
it
love
hasn't
him.
been encouraging. But a wicked curveball, as you said, Donald, by Lugo.
I wouldn't have him batting cleanup at this spot. I would actually have Stanton batting cleanup to add better protection for Aaron Judge.
Absolutely.
1-0 count on Big G. Takes a pitch inside. Big G is the only Yankee that actually has any kind of postseason resume apart from Juan Soto.
That's true.
2-0 count. Stanton swings to a pitch right down the middle and grounds out weakly to Witt, and that will be that. Now, the Yankees are not working any count so far. Lugo's only thrown 13 pitches, and he's already almost at the end of the second. He's only got one more out to get. The Yankees aren't working any counts. I don't really know what this approach is, but it's not working.
Yeah, Stan reminds me of one of my junior varsity league teammates who had a shit ton of power, but he always chopped at the ball. You see Stan, that pitch was right down the middle. He chopped at the ball and grounded it right to Bobby Witt.
And Jazz Chisholm hacks at the first pitch, fouls it away. The Yankees are just swinging at every single first pitch. They need some more patience. And shout out to the Royals fan who says, "Hey Chisholm, are we just lucky?" As I said in this morning's podcast, check it out for anyone who hasn't watched it yet. I completely disagreed with what Jazz Chisholm said. And Jazz Chisholm grounds weakly. It was like a
Half swing.
swing bunt. It was like a half swing. Embarrassing at bat from Jazz Chisholm. Embarrassing at bats from the Yankees in general. And Soto is cruising. I'm starting to get very concerned. This is not playoff baseball.
See, absolutely agree. And what if you notice what Seth Lugo's doing? He's throwing them first pitch fastballs. He knows that the Yankees are going to chase. So you know what? If you're going to foul that pitch off, okay, I see you have somewhat of a lead on my fastball. I'm going to throw you my off-speed stuff. You see the cutter, you see the curveball, you see the changeup working in there. So you're just allowing him to go to his other pitches at this point, which the Yankees have also chased. So I'm not personally a fan of what the Yankees are doing here. It doesn't make any sense. You take some pitches, you work the count. The Yankees did that with Reagan's in Game 2. What changed?
Exactly. What is this approach? They need to change it up. As you say, it's quite simple what he's doing. He's just throwing fastballs early in the count because he thinks the Yankees are going to swing at it. And that's exactly what they're doing. So they need to change it up.
But yeah,
the worst at bat for me was Jazz Chisholm. The very first swing, and he hacked it foul, and then kind of a weak ass kind of half bunt. I don't even know what that was. It was like an apologetic swing.
Check swing. It was like, oh crap! I swung at the pitch. I have no choice but to somewhat follow through. But I gotta agree with you, Donald, about his comments. You don't say that a certain team is lucky during the playoffs. That's just bulletin board material.
That's it. Never ever give your team bulletin board material. Never do it. Never do it at all. Because if I'm the Royals manager, I have that in the dugout. I have that speech, that quote on the dugout wall. I have it in the freaking locker room whiteboard, so everybody can see it. Going, hey, this is what that team disrespects us. Let's show them how lucky we are, huh? That's what I would do, and I think that's what the Royals are going to be doing, man. I think it's a really immature move from Jazz Chisholm. And I love Jazz Chisholm. I think he's a great player, but that was an immature move. And he could look to regret it. He really could.
There's character, and then there's just stepping over the line. Like, he didn't say anything inappropriate, but he said it immature. And you know what the problem is, too? And I'm going to bring this back to 2018. After Game 2 against the Boston Red Sox, now some of you might remember this, Aaron Judge brought the boombox playing New York. I think it was against either by the Red Sox dugout or the clubhouse. The Yankees ended up losing that series. So it's the problem with these boom teams. Like, just no control. Just no control.
Act like you've been there before.
Exactly.
And Yankees, man. Come on. There has to be some kind of standards here. And here's one of my favorite players in the league, Sally Perez. The guy is an absolute beast. What a player. He's up against Clark Schmidt. Bottom of the second. Swung on and missed. What a pitch. That was a wicked cutter from Schmidt. Perfectly located. And Sally swings and misses. 0-1.
This dude has a levy of playoff experience. You go back to 2014 and 2015 with the Royals. He's been their long soldier. He's been here for a while. I remember when in 2011 I was watching him play for the Royals.
Yeah, it's just he's great power, good contact, good catcher, and obviously he was the reason why they won Game 2.
Absolutely hitting a moonshot, but that pitch was a mistake pitch from Rodon in game 2.
Yeah, after that he started to melt down. Rodon 0-2 count on Sally. Schmidt's doing his job, and he deals swung and missed. Clark Schmidt goes with a cutter high, and he missed it. That was a wicked pitch.
Schmidt saw Salvi Perez's mindset, so he decides to climb the ladder with that cutter, which he got Perez on with the first pitch. Good job. Good approach there by Clark Schmidt. And you know what? Austin Wells, I got to give him some credit too. Besides framing, he also knows how to call a good game.
Spot on, man. That was a well called pitch. And this is another nice cutter, perfectly located outside corner, knee high, and it's 1-1.
Another player,
Another hitter who's vastly underrated. Great player, Yuli Gurriel.
another player with a vast amount of playoff experience.
Oh, he's hit it high. He's hit it hard. He's hit it off the wall. And we got ourselves our first base runner of the game. And it's in the way of Gurriel, who's standing at second base. I honestly thought that was going to go home. I thought it was a home run.
That was a big mistake pitch.
Yeah, he just left that right over the middle of the plate. He absolutely nailed that. I honestly thought that was gone.
That was close. That was awfully close.
I think I have to say though, I think Verdugo handled that pretty well.
Yeah. I have no complaints about that.
Okay, excuse me. Okay, so we got a very, very precarious situation now that Schmidt needs to pitch himself out of here.
MJ Melendez, he is the hitter who hit a 2-run home run off Garrett Cole in game 1 to give the Royals the lead.
And a big aggressive swing there. 1-1. He was wanting all of that. He was wanting all of that shit.
He's like, you want to be aggressive? Okay, I'm going to go right at you with the fastball.
And a pitch. Ooh, that is a nice pitch. But it is just a little inside. But that's what you want, man. You want to challenge the umpire. Let's see if he can give you a nice call. It was well framed, just slightly inside, 2-1.
You want to challenge the umpire, and you also want to steal a couple of strikes for your pitcher.
Spot on. Ooh. Fastball, the cutter just outside corner. That was another nicely located pitch. Apart from that, what he left over the middle of the plate, his location's been pretty good, Schmidt.
Mm-hmm. I agree. Movement
2-2 count. A single scores, and the Yankees will go behind. Oof. He climbed the ladder with that cutter, and he's fouled it behind.
All right, come on, Schmidt. Knock him down. You already got him being aggressive.
I'm so distracted by that Strauss sign on the fucking helmets. It's
I can't stand it.
Insane. What are we doing here? Everyone in the chat, how bad and how distracting are those Strauss things on the helmet? I mean,
helmets, patches on the pitcher's arms.
Oh, it's like, what the fuck? It's like NASCAR now.
Exactly. It's like it's like you're being funded or sponsored.
2-2. Knuckle curve, bounced it. 3-2.
What's up to Brad and LI in the chat as well?
Yeah, good to see LI. Salute to you. LI, you were in Cleveland, right?
Yeah, he met up with Alex in Sox, Arizona. Did a little bit of tailgating from what I heard.
Were you not there?
I was in Notre Dame, actually. I was the next state over.
Oh, shit. Wow, Melendez. He had a big swing and he missed it. Clark Schmidt is dealing. He's officially dealing. That's a great pitch. That was as perfect a pitch as you could throw.
And that's the mindset I love about, certain pitchers and, the mindset I talk about. Go at him with 2 strikes. You see that Melendez is being aggressive in his hacks. He's going right at him, not exactly high velocity, but he's going right in on him. And perfect pitch.
And Clark Schmidt is going heavy on the cutters here. And this was another one. And exactly the same location as he got Melendez out in the previous at bat. Perfect location, this one, to go 1-1. And another wicked sweeper this time. And he's swung and missed. This one, too. Have to say, man, Schmidt is dealing.
He's got some very strong movement on his cutter. He's got some very strong movement on his sweeper. That's only going to help him.
Absolutely. And his location is absolutely pinpoint. Apart from that, that was the announcer curse right there.
That's the announcer jinx. That pitch was way off the plate. It was a fastball. As you said, he's rarely used that fastball. It's been mostly cutter and sweeper.
Yeah. He's obviously got a very good feel for that cutter. But you don't want to overuse it. So I'm wondering whether maybe he's going to use it heavy the first 2 innings or 3 innings, and then maybe the second time around the order, he'll start mixing in maybe more fastballs.
Yeah. It's been the cutter, it's been the knuckle curve, it's been the sweeper that have been his working pitches this far.
Yeah.
Especially the cutter over the outside corner.
1-2 count. And he ground ball to first, and he is out. Great job. Clark Schmidt gets himself out of trouble, and we are still tied at 0. Going to the top of the third, and we're going to ask Luca to take the announcing reins for the top of the third.
Okay, but we would definitely, Donald, we definitely want to see a better approach from the Yankees here. It's the bottom of the order. Seth Lugo has sent down the Yankees in order. It's 7, 8, 9. You got Volpe, Cabrera, and Verdugo. So Verdugo actually has put up a nice average over the postseason. You got Volpe, who's somewhat been okay, less than okay. Obviously made a big error in game 1. The Yankees fortunate to come out of that one, but Cabrera hitting also 250. He did not play in game 2. So Yankees need to change their approach. They seem a little over adhesive, a little over apprehensive, over aggressive on Lugo. Lugo, this far, if you want to do the math on the pitch count, he has only thrown about 16 pitches.
That's embarrassing. Because they don't have a great bullpen. They really don't. You want to get into that bullpen.
Absolutely.
You don't want to go fight 6, 7 innings with Lugo, because Lugo's going to shut you down. So we're just playing right into his hands. It's very frustrating. I think the Yankees are overly amped. I don't know, are they maybe overly amped up or whatever, but their approach is not good. It just says to me that this is a very inexperienced playoff team. And as I said already before, only Soto and Stanton have actually good resumes in the playoffs.
That's true. I got to look at
Volpe's a rookie. You got that. You got Ozzy Cabrera. He's very young, and he's more.
He had some playoff experience, I think, in 22. But I also like to mention that 2 things: Francisco Lindor just hit a go-ahead grand slam against Carl.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
And what was I going to say? I was going to say Jazz Chisholm actually had playoff experience last year, so the Mets fans are going nuts. Just some other facts about the Yankees' playoff experience.
Yeah, but it's not a huge resume. None of this team actually has a huge resume. I mean, and also like statistically, Judge's numbers are terrible in the playoffs. Torres hasn't really done much, and that's really it.
Yeah. Gregory says not what you want to see. Distracting in terms of the little tags on the uniforms and stuff when it comes to Strauss on the helmets and the pitcher tags. Will we see Heel in long relief tonight? There's a possibility, but I think it's possible. But I think Schmidt's been dealing so far. I don't think we have to worry about that just yet. As the Centenary College of Louisiana, which Seth Lugo pitched at, is doing a baseball watch party tonight to watch their former alumni.
Very cool.
Lugo, in his 3rd inning of work, only 16 pitches, he will deal to the second-year shortstop Anthony Volpe. Pitches high, count is 1-0, cutter at 88. 1-0 pitch. Down in the dirt, count is 2-0. Volpe 2 for 6 in the playoffs this far. Lugo from the windup. The kick. In there for a called strike at the knees. Count is 2-1.
Perfect location on that.
Just perfectly painted. The count is 2-1. Lugo winds, kicks, and delivers. Grounded to the left side. Played there by Witt. He fields, he fires, he just gets the out at first. Gurriel was able to keep his foot on the bag, and there's one away here in the third.
Witt making a nice play there. Gurriel, an even better one. It's a bang play though.
Volpe motioning safe. I'm not sure if the Yankees are going to challenge it.
Challenge this?
Let's see.
Oh, I think Gurriel just
by like a hair on my head. Good job for the Yankees not challenging it, but regardless, here is Oswaldo Cabrera. His first pitch from Lugo on the way is high. Count is 1-0, setting up outside 2. Cabrera 1 for 4 in game 1 of this series with 3 strikeouts and a double. 1-0 pitch from Lugo is outside. Count is 2-0. Count is 2-0 from Lugo. Salvi setting up outside. Pitch is fouled off. Count is 2-1. I prefer that Cabrera take that pitch personally, but who am I? Verdugo waits on deck. The windup and the pitch. Outside 3-1. So Cabrera is 1 pitch away from getting a walk with 1 out.
This is by far the best at bat that we've actually put together.
Anthony Rizzo looking on. Obviously not going to play in this series. 3-1 pitch is fouled off. Count is 3-2. Fastball borderline.
Do you think we would see Rizzo in the CS?
If he's healthy enough, sure. I mean, we don't exactly have we don't have great first base options right now. Cabrera, again, more of a utility guy. Birdie's not a first baseman at all.
Yep.
3-2.
That's a walk.
Did he go around? He did not, says the third base umpire, Jeremy Rayhack. So Cabrera is the Yankees' first base runner of the game, as that'll bring up Alex Verdugo, who's hitting .429 in the series.
By far the best at bat, and it wasn't even close that the Yankees have put together. And it took
Working
the third inning.
Working the count. That's all we ask for, Donald. So here is Verdugo, his first at bat of the game. From the stretch goes Lugo. The pitch. In there for a called strike. Cutter hitting 89 on the gun. Count is 0-1.
This doesn't feel like a playoff game.
No, not really.
No, the Yankees just seem a little bit too comfortable.
They seem very blasé. 0-1 pitch. Verdugo takes high. Count is 1-1. And the 1-1 pitch from Lugo with Cabrera leading off first. The pitch. In there for strike 2.
Right down to Johnson. That literally just was literally right down the middle.
See, that's where I would accept Verdugo taking a swing there. The count is 1-1. He's not ahead. That's a hitter's pitch that goes into the gaps. Count is 1-2. Cabrera leads off first. The pitch on the way. Downstairs, count is 2-2 now.
Yeah, I think that pitch was that was like a perfect pitch to hit.
That might be the best pitch he's going to see all at bat.
Yep. What do you think his next pitch is going to be?
He goes for a cutter. Count is 2-2. Pitch on the way. High 3-2.
Goes 4-seam here. Full count.
Yeah, he's on the verge of walking the first 2 hitters after Anthony Volpe. And then with Gleyber Torres leading on deck, or I should say being on deck. Hopefully he gets the idea from Verdugo and Cabrera to take some pitches instead of swinging immediately. 3-2 pitch. Runner goes.
Oh
Popped
God.
up in the short outfield, and this will be caught for the second out. What a
He
waste.
missed. He missed another absolute gimme right there.
Caught by Kyle Isbell.
John the Beagle Dad. Come on, someone score a run. Salute
Exactly.
to everyone in the chat. Come and say hello to us.
Absolutely, bro.
What's everyone? Where is everybody watching from? Where is everybody watching from? Hit us up.
So now I'll bring up Gleyber Torres with a man on first. Strike one.
Fort Myers, Florida. Are you safe, John the Beagle Dad?
I hope you are, man. Count is 0-1. The stretch from Lugo. Popped up foul.
Big hack from Glade.
Big hack. Count is 0-2. Royals fans getting on their feet with 2 outs. Leading off at first is Cabrera. He goes for a pickoff.
SoCal. Gregory Wayne. Nice. California, baby.
Absolutely. 0-2. Cabrera takes his lead. The pitch from Lugo. Fouled off again. Gleyber Torres staying alive.
Is it still hot in Cali? It must be still hot in Cali. It's winter where I am.
It's supposed to be a low of 44 here on Friday. I'm getting scared. Cabrera takes his lead.
That's
The pitch.
what it's going to be the same here.
High. Count is 1-2. Just a little high for Lugo. Perez tried to frame that pitch, but that was at his elbows.
But I can't complain. I just got back from Barcelona, so I mean, there's just no way I can complain.
Pitch. Chopped foul again.
John Beagle, Boone could not inspire his team to come out of a paper. You're so right, man. I absolutely maintain that, man. He just does not motivate this team. This team just looks far too relaxed.
Count is 1-2. Cabrera going to take his lead. The pitch. Outside 2-2. Nice frame job there by Perez, but again, could not get the call.
You even hear it from Aaron Judge. I didn't even like Aaron Judge's post game comments after the last one. Oh, we're excited. You're excited? That's not
excited. The word. How about we're motivated? 2-2.
Yeah.
Outside 3-2. And then you have Juan Soto on deck. So this will send Cabrera on this 3-2 pitch. And if you're a New York sports fan, just got to let you know there's a lot going on tonight. You got the Rangers opening up against the Penguins. You got the Knicks playing preseason basketball. You got the Islanders opening up. You have the Mets and Yankees playing. Who has it better than us?
Wow.
3-2, 2 outs. Cabrera's going to go. The pitch. Lined into right field. This will be dropping into right field. It's a fair ball. Cabrera will take the shortcut to third, but...
No! Is it foul?
I thought it landed fair. And did he call it fair? Let's look at the replay here. That's fair because it hit the chunk of the white line. That has to be a fair ball.
Wow. Why did Ozzy stop?
Maybe he was being held or he wasn't sure if it was a fair or foul ball. But as of right now, this is called foul. Just give me 1 second, Dom.
It's called foul? I thought that was fair. It hit the chalk. It hit the chalk. I'm sure it hit the chalk. Yeah, it hit the chalk. That has to be a fair ball.
That's a fair ball in my eyes.
What the fuck is happening?
That was inside the chalk, or hit on the chalk at least. How could you call that foul?
What would happen in this instance if it is called fair? Would Ozzy stop at third or would he score?
I'm not totally sure, to be honest, because these challenges with with a ball being fair past the base rarely ever happens. So I'm gonna guess they leave him at third. I don't think they would send him to score, my personal opinion, but who knows?
Yeah, I think you'd stop at third.
Right on the chalk. It
Yeah,
doesn't
that's a
have to
fair
hit.
ball.
It doesn't even have to hit inside the line. It just has to hit a piece of the line, and it did there.
That's a fair ball. Decent inside out swing from Gleyber Torres.
He should be
I
on
mean,
base right now.
that's a fair ball. I mean, what are we doing here?
It shouldn't even take that long to review. The only part you could say that takes long is putting the runners where they should be. That's a
Yeah,
fair
I'm
ball.
sure I just saw some chalk bounce up.
Exactly. That's what I saw. And the call
Call
stand.
stand? Call stands?
That's ridiculous.
Oh, fuck off! Call stands?
It literally hit the right side of the line, kicked up chalk. I don't get that. I don't. You literally see it here. He catches
Oh,
a piece of the line. It doesn't even, you don't have to grab the whole line. But again, a little piece, that's good enough. Pitch to Torres. Lines in a right field. Going back to the track at the wall. This is going to be
fuck
caught
off!
in right field. So that'll end the inning. The Yankees are robbed of base hit. And
Fuck
we'll head to the bottom of the third. It is 0-0.
off! Oh shit!
How do you call that foul? It's the letter of the rule.
Well, I'm fucking rewinding this motherfucker. All right, let me see here. I'm sure that it bounced off some chalk. Right. I mean, it's almost impossible for it not to fucking land it at some point. Right. Let me see here. That's a fucking fair ball.
I don't get it, Donald. I don't
I
get it.
freeze framed it. I'm gonna take a fucking photograph and I'm gonna fucking send it in the chat. The motherfuckers. We got fucked here, guys. We got fucked here. We absolutely got fucked here. That's craziness.
How do you call that foul?
That is absolutely crazy. Jesus Christ. I'm just sending this to your fucking Twitter, man. What the fuck?
How? How?
That's insane. That is absolutely insane.
It literally hits the right side of the line. I literally do not get it.
That's insane.
That's bullshit.
Yeah, we got super duper fucked right there, guys. Super fucked.
That's a fucking fair ball.
I send it to you, man. It's
I
right
know.
there.
I saw. I just looked just now. Holy hell! How is that not a fair ball?
That's wild. I'm frustrated by that shit. And that's so bad.
If you're not going to overturn that call, what do you have replay for? It's one thing if you're trying to decipher who goes where in terms of base runners, but that's clearly a fair ball. Once again, it doesn't have to hit inside the line. It can hit any piece of the line. Just ridiculous. Just absolutely erroneous.
Erroneous. No, it could be costly too.
Could be. As we're looking back at the 1977 ALCS Game 3 where the Yankees had a brawl, George Brett threw punches at Greg Nettles, and that just cleared the benches. So, again, this is not the first team's playoff meeting. You got to go back to 78, 76, 77 in the 1980 ALCS. So, Clark Schmidt is back on the mound. First pitch on the way is a fastball, actually a sinker called strike, as they're talking to George Brett right now, actually. This is to Adam Frazier, the veteran right fielder. 0-1 pitch from Schmidt. Pitches inside, count is 1-1. 1-1 pitch to Frazier. In there, strike two. Perfectly painted sinker on the inside corner. Count as 1-2. I don't get it.
I'm annoyed. I'm very fucking annoyed. Here we go, guys. There it is. There it fucking is. You can see
Fastball, cut
cleanly.
fastball, strike three. Gets Frazier swinging, one gone. Beautiful pitch there.
You guys
Climbed
can
out.
clearly see it. It's hit almost basically the middle of the line. That's a fair ball.
All you need is a part of the line. That's all you need.
That's a good chunk of the fucking line. Like, what are we doing here? Because that could be costly.
Could be. Here's Kyle Isbell, pitches outside 1-0. One and 0 pitch on the way from Schmidt. Did he swing this time? Did he go? They're going to send him to first. Jeremy Rayhack did not think Kyle Isbell swung, so now the Royals have a runner on first with 1 out. And I don't think this is reviewable because it's more of like a ball strike swing. It's more of balls and strikes, and that's a judgmental call by the umpire.
Oh, God, not George Brett again. Oh, my God. Bob Costas is obsessed with George Brett. Now George Brett is getting interviewed.
Yeah. That's what happens. So here is Michael Massey. Pitch on the way from Schmidt. Downstairs 1-0.
Costas has spent 3 games talking about George Brett.
Yes, it gives him the reminders of the olden days.
It's old fucking days.
1-0 pitch from Schmidt. Outside 2-0, borderline. From the stretch of Schmidt on the 2-0 count. The pitch popped up. This will go foul into the seats.
Eli, tell Brett to sit down with his old ass.
2-1, grounded the right side. Played by Torres. Fields to second. On to first. It's a double play.
There we go.
Key 2 outs there as we end the inning after 3. It is 0-0.
Finally, something even remotely exciting.
Wow.
Brad, Steve Wonder, Ray Charles, and 3 Blind Mice are officiating this game.
Absolutely.
That's just. I'm still pissed. The bin was rolled. It's right. I put it on the screen. It's a fucking fair ball.
At least we got it out of the inning, though. We're going to go to the 4th, obviously, but.
Do you think that they're afraid to make a decision? Because obviously that call that they made with Jazz Chisholm was the wrong call, where he was clearly out at second. Do you think they're just trying to make up for it because of how it looked?
I mean, I'll be honest with you, Donald. I don't even know how they didn't overturn that. Like, it wasn't.
No, he was blatantly out. So I mean, I'm not saying that they're against the Yankees or any shit like that. They're just incompetent on both sides. I mean, the Royals got completely robbed in Game 1. I think they probably would have won had that overturned.
It only took one call. It was the game of we say football is a game of inches, but it was this close. It was it wasn't like a blowout. It was like one thing can change it.
Yeah. But Greg's right. Schmidt's pitch count is fucking remarkable right now.
39 after 3. You absolutely love that.
Yeah. But Lugo's fucking pitch count is great too.
Let's see what Lugo's pitch count is real quick. 41. So Lugo is slightly throwing more pitches. So due up for the Yankees will be Soto, Judge, and Austin Wells. Jacob says, Luker, how was game 2 at the stadium? The stadium was rocking. Our original plan was actually to go to Billy's, which is the famous bar outside the stadium, but Alex kind of got pregame jitters and said, you know what, I can't really go to a bar outside the stadium because it would be a dick tease. So he's like, you know what, tickets are low enough, we're all going to go in. And we paid. We sat in the we still got some great seats. It was a great game experience, but we just lost. That's the only unfortunate part.
I think it's a great call by your brother there, man.
Absolutely.
If you're gonna be outside the stadium, you might as well fucking get in it.
Yeah. So here's Juan Soto, his second AB as he calls time real quick. Jacob says hard to the order. We winning this game this inning. Got to have Judge in. I mean, Soto's been good for the most part, but just got to have Judge step up.
Jacob was Alex, Luca, and I believe Joe G.
Yes. Pitches downstairs count is 1-0. Like, can I ask something with these middle of the game interviews? It's a postseason game. Why are we interviewing former players? Our attention is on the game itself. This isn't a regular season or spring training game.
In the modern game now, in televised baseball, it's like they don't believe that people actually want to watch the game. They think the game is so boring that they need to interview people from 40 years ago.
Soto takes high, count is 3-0. So Judge is waiting on deck, and Soto does his little shuffle. Count is 3-0 to Soto. Does not get the green light. Strike one. Smart take. Lugo at 45 pitches here in the fourth. The pitch. Just missed. Lugo thought better of it, but that pitch was on the outside corner. The umpire gives Soto the benefit of the doubt, so he'll take a walk, and Judge will be up at the plate.
For me, that's a strike. I think you got to call it a strike, but we'll take it.
Absolutely, we'll take it. So we get the base runner aboard. Aaron Judge comes to the plate. He's 0 for 1 today.
The second best at bat for the Yankees. Now let's see what Aaron Judge can do.
Takes outside, count is 1-0. 58 home runs in the regular season, but he's 0 for 1 today with a line out.
Be in the moment, Aaron. Come on. Woof!
Fouled off. That was ball 2, in my opinion. Count is 1-1.
More importantly, that was a great pitch to hit.
Yeah, Judge realistically could elevate that if he wanted to.
Yeah, he turned on it, but he just missed it.
1-1 pitch.
Good eye.
Just missed. Count is 2-1 now.
Good eye.
That's either been a strike or it's not been a strike. It's not been clear cut. Count is 2-1 from this pitch is swung on in, hit in the air to deep left, but it's going to stay in the park due to the wind, making the catches Melendez and left. One gone. The wind is playing a factor, as TBS said in the pre-show. Certainly looked like it there.
And it was actually routine.
It was.
I thought initially, I actually thought it had a chance.
Here's strike call here to Austin Wells.
Another at bat.
0-1 pitch.
Aaron Judge.
Swing and a miss. Strike 2.
Egyptian magician, man, that died. It really did.
Count is 0-2.
It dropped like a lead balloon.
Yeah, it did. 52 pitches here for Seth Lugo. Wells struck out in the first inning. Pitch.
Oh, man.
Call. Strike 3 at the top of the zone. Wells not sure about it, but it did look like a strike. 2 gone.
No, it was definitely a strike. Not a great at-bat there from Austin Wells.
Here's Giancarlo Stanton. First pitch is high. Count is 1-0.
I'm starting to get a little worried.
Aaron Boone just nodding his head.
Oh!
Pitch. Line deep left center field. Going back to the track at the wall. It's off the wall. Fielded there by Isbell. Going to second is Stanton. Rounding third and scoring is Soto. The Yankees have the lead. It's 1-0.
Big fucking G! Who's fucking G? Big fucking G. Let's see if Yankee Twitter want to still fucking cancel this guy. Right? You still want him to sit? You still want him to bench? He's our only good fucking playoff hitter.
And that pitch, Donald was dead center. Driven to left center field.
Thank God for Stanton. Jesus Christ, this team.
The only one to take advantage of a major mistake pitch.
Apart from him and Soto, this team is nigh on impossible to watch in the playoffs.
Strike call to Chisholm.
Big fucking G. We scored. Holy crap. You're right, TC. Holy crap.
0-1.
Jesus.
1-1. From the stretch goes Lugo.
Whoa.
Pitch. Swung on and missed. I should say fouled off. It looked like he really wanted to kill that one.
That was, talk about an overswing.
Quite a hack. From the stretch is Lugo. The pitch. Just missed. That is about as borderline you could get. That pitch looked like a strike to me, but it's called
That is an absolute strike. I don't know what this umpire's doing.
Pitch. Chop to the right side, fielded nicely, and that'll be the end of the inning. But the Yankees score 1. It's 1-0 Yankees. We head to the bottom of the 4th.
We're up.
Thank Christ for that.
Egyptian, that was a Griffey Derby swing. Spot on, man. It really was. That was a wild swing. Talk about an overswing when all you need is a single to score the run. Like, can you not level up that swing a little bit?
It's just that stupid uppercut swing.
Yeah, it really annoys me, especially in the postseason, man. You need a better approach than that.
You're either gonna go.
That's it. Big G. That's it. It's the Soto and G show.
Absolutely.
I literally don't trust anybody else in this
You
lineup.
can't.
I don't want Volpe in a spot at all.
No.
Do you? Ozzy, I quite like Ozzy. He's pretty good, but he's inexperienced. He's not really been trusted much. Verdugo, obviously, was one of the worst hitters in baseball all year. Torres is Torres. He's good, but he's prone to unbelievable mind farts. And Judge doesn't show up in the postseason. So it's not great.
Nope, not ideal whatsoever.
TC, Volpe is just not good. I completely agree with you, man. I think there's a case to be made that he might be one of the most overrated players in the league.
Yankees started off by overrating him. Let's be completely honest.
Yeah. In fact, I shouldn't say overrated players in the league. Overrated players by the Yankees, because I don't think the league rates him that highly.
No. He is probably, I'm sorry, average.
Oh, yes, absolutely mediocre. He's got the second worst OPS amongst active shortstops. That says it all.
To me, I also think his fielding is quite overrated.
Yeah, he doesn't have an arm. He has no arm. So no matter how good his range is, if he doesn't have an arm, then it kind of, I didn't say completely negates it, but it makes things more difficult. You need a really good first baseman that can
Stretch.
handle all the scoops. Lou, Big G is the postseason king. He absolutely
Yes, he
is. And I
is.
don't understand the hate. Look at why does everybody hate Big G?
You know what? I got to go back to a Jeter quote. I'm not, evading your question, but you know what? He said this. And the thing is, Stan's been, conflicted over the years. Sometimes he's not consistent in the regular season, but he comes up in the postseason. And this applies to Judge too. Derek Jeter said this yesterday on the post game from the Mets game yesterday. It's not going to matter if you play well in the regular season, but you suck in the postseason. But if you play well in the postseason, but you suck in the regular season, everybody's going to look at you, and you're going to have a much better opinion of
Facts.
obvious the player. That's where you
And
make
I'm
your bet.
very much in that mindset. But for some reason, because we're in the more modern age and the Yankees haven't been that successful since 2009, it's almost like the other way around. Now, no one seems to pay attention to how good Stanton is in the postseason. He's just basically generally disliked because he's really slow. I get he's slow, but dude can hit.
Pitch to Bobby Witt Jr. is fouled off to the right side. He'll go out of play. Count is 0-2.
Yeah, I agree. I agree, Li. Volpe is a second baseman, not a shortstop. Yeah,
He
there's
doesn't
no
have the arm strength, as
no
you said.
danger for shortstop. But what can you do? The Yankees are in charge. I just want to know what Peraza did to be so discarded.
I don't know either, Donald. I liked him as a prospect, but
Did
he clearly has no future with this team.
Oh, absolutely not. He probably dated Cashman's daughter or something. Like, what the fuck? Like,
I mean, how old is Gracie anyway?
I don't know, but she's cute. But I want to know exactly what Peraza did to be so discarded because for me, he's a better player. He's got a better arm, got a better glove, and he can hit better.
Absolutely. 0-2 pitch to Bobby Witt. This one is fouled off to the right side, or this will be in play, actually. And nope, this is going to be out of play. Both Cabrera and Soto had a chance on it, but this went out of play.
Yeah, Lou hit it and hit the nail on the head there. Plus, when the Yankees double down on somebody, it doesn't matter what they do. You know, they will play all the time.
It's not a meritocracy. I said like a month earlier. There's no meritocracy within the Yankees. It's how much we invest in you.
Yep.
And if we like you, we like you. If we don't like you, we just don't like you.
That's right. We haven't even seen Dominguez. He's a much better prospect than Volpe.
0-2 pitch from Schmidt.
What a
Swung on a missed.
Oh,
Sweeper going away.
That is vicious, bro.
One gone.
That is vicious. What a pitch. Was that a sweeper?
Yes, it was. That just kept going away, 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 away. Pitch is outside, I guess. Count is 1-0. So that extreme borderline pitch that's not being called for whatever reason to Vinny Pasquantino. 1-0 pitch. Ball 2. Grounded out in the first inning. 2-0 pitch from Schmidt. Inside 3-0.
Play inside. Good shout, Lou. You're not going to get any argument from me.
Count is 3-0. The pitch on the way. Called strike. But somehow that borderline pitch was called a strike. Not sure I get it.
Yeah, very inconsistent strike zone so far.
3-1. Ball four. So that is the first base runner in the inning for the Royals as Pisquintino gets on with the walk.
Schmidt is dealing, man. This is by far the best Yankee pitching performance of the playoffs, and it's not close. Garrett Cole didn't pitch well. Rodon didn't pitch well. This is great.
It's more than you could have asked for so far, Donald.
Oh yeah.
His pitch count is very good, 49 pitches. So now this will bring up, I believe, Salvador Perez. Swung on it and missed. What a hack.
Sally wanted all of that. Big Sal.
Schmidt with 50 pitches. Runner on first. That is Pasquantino. From the stretch. The 0-1 pitch. This one is lifted high in the air into right field. Not fairly deep, but Judge is going to make the catch for the second out. Did not get all of it.
Ha! Woohoo! I'm telling you, this wind is helping us, man.
So that'll be the second out of the inning, and that'll bring up Yuli Gurriel.
Oh, another great hitter. Yeah, TC, ball's dying. Like, I know I feel like John Sterling right now, but genuinely, I thought he crushed that.
Pitch to Gurriel is swung on and missed. Another strong hack at the cutter. Count is 0-1. Double last inning for Gurriel. He nearly knocked it out of the park. Stretch.
Wow.
Pitch. This one's lifted in the air to right. Going back is Soto. He'll make the catch to end the inning. One runner left on. We head to the top of the fifth. It is 1-0 Yankees.
Thanks so much to Luca for these great announcing. What have we got? What have we got from the chat so far? Brad, Phillies are 3 outs away from going on holiday.
Yes. And you know what? I always saw them along with the Dodgers, I saw them as the biggest threat in the NL. Now that's obviously not the case because the Mets are about to win. Just surprising, man. You know, they really do say that the postseason is a crapshoot. And especially with these more teams getting in.
Do you know what? For me, it favors the team that's playing every day.
Exactly. I agree with that.
Like, if you rest there's not that much benefit. It only helps if you're like football, you know.
Right.
But in baseball, like that routine, it almost helps if you've been like a wild card team that had to scratch and scrape to get in there. Like the Mets, they needed like a double header to even fucking get there, and that momentum has actually carried them forward. And it's kind of the same as what's happened in previous years, like the Arizona Diamondbacks is another example. You know, it's like it almost overly benefits now these wild card teams because the Yankees just look so
uninterested.
Yeah, and the Phillies, they're the along with the Dodgers, they're probably the most talented team in the league.
Absolutely,
and yeah, they look kind of like they're being taken care of. So. Salute to the Mets, man. They're doing a good job.
Yeah, that's a team that has a lot of fun. They don't have, obviously, the most talent. And this is supposed to be a rebuilding year where a lot of people predicted them to miss the playoffs, 75 wins. And you know what? They're overachieving. So, obviously, they have some pieces to build around, but kudos.
What I'll say about the Mets is that their team isn't afraid of the big moment. Like, we've already had several big moments from Alonso, and now you're saying there was a grand slam from Lindor. They're not afraid. They're not afraid of the moment. And I have to say, the Yankees look afraid of the moment. Apart from Stanton.
Yeah, absolutely. And I got to ask you this as well. Do you think what did you think of what Michael Kay said? You're not a real Yankee fan if you're somewhat rooting for the Mets this postseason.
Well, I mean, I'm certainly not rooting for the Mets.
I'm not rooting for them either. But
I'm just respecting what they do as a baseball fan. But I want them to lose. I really want the Phillies to come back. I really want the Phillies to come back. So I kind of agree with Michael Kay.
Right.
But yeah, I'm just using the Mets as more of a source of comparison.
Of course.
they just seem like they're having more fun with the game. All right, here's Volpe. I can't say I'm overly
Joyed.
yeah, I'm overly optimistic about this matchup.
You have no faith in this matchup,
I have
Donald.
very little faith in this matchup. For those wondering what that is, that was our catchphrase from my time with Alex and Luca on the Twins channel.
You actually came up with that when we went to the Yankee Astro game the day before the no hitter, and
That's right.
it was Donaldson, I think, like against Verlander or something. Yeah, I have no faith in this matchup.
That's right.
All right, so count is 2-2 here to Anthony Volpe. From the windup goes Lugo. The pitch on the way. Outside, count is full.
All right. Working a count here.
Count is 3-2 as the umpire motions out. Lugo from the wind. The kick and the delivery.
Whoa!
Lines went up the middle for a base hit. The Yankees get a base runner on with nobody out. Good job by Volpe to line that right up the middle where the grass is green. Go find some green, they say.
There we go. Yeah. Makes me eat my words. Good job.
So we got a runner on, and that'll bring up Alex Verdugo, I believe. Actually, I think it might be Ozzy. Yep, it's Ozzy.
Santa is real Li.
Pitch goes for a bunt. Pitch is high.
All right, let me go here. What's happening? I like Waldo.
Had the best at bat so far, Donald, as you pointed out. That walk. Pitch. High 2-0.
These are better at bats. We're starting to get something going here.
Something encouraging. You saw Volpe work the count to 3-2.
Yep.
Count is 2-0. The pitch is outside 3-0. Yankees are really starting to work Lugo here.
Do you think they finally did actually make that adjustment that we were asking them to do after like the first two innings? Like it's like they've come back and they're like, right, let's
Yes, they finally listened.
Yeah.
Count is 3-0. Matt Quatraro looking on, as actually they're going to have a little bit of a mound meeting.
TC says Diaz is unraveling.
I'm going to tell you what's happened. Yeah, well, he actually just struck out, I think, Bryce Harper, actually. So it's 2 on, 1 out. Tying run coming to the plate. It wasn't actually Harper. It was somebody else. But still, point remains. Pitch. Ball 4. Cabrera walks for the second time tonight. 2 men on. Nobody out. Lugo now throwing 70 pitches. And he's throwing 7 balls for the inning.
I'm going to check in on this Philly game here. So it's a 1-1 count on Marsh.
So now they'll bring up Alex Verdugo. Let's hope he doesn't hit into a pop-up this time. Pitch. He's going to bunt, and he pops the bunt up.
Oh, fuck off.
Wow. Like, do the Yankees know how to bunt, respectfully? Because I was taught in high school that you have the bat head leaning down. If I have to pull up one of my bats, I will and show how you're supposed to bunt. Because that wasn't a proper bunt. This is something you learned at high school or even Little League level.
Exactly, man. There's just no fundamentals in this team.
And somehow that's not a strike. Count is 1-1. That pitch was in the zone, and not only did Verdugo look at it, he took back on the bunt. Just not a consistent strike zone whatsoever from this umpire. The 1-1 pitch. Now he bunts to the right side, fielded nicely. Fields fires and gets the job done as both runners move into scoring position. As that will bring up Gleyber Torres with 2 men on and 1 man out. Good job by Verdugo. Finally, the bat head's leaning down in that scenario.
See, it's not that hard.
I don't think it is either. Wonder if the Royals are going to start getting an arm up. So Gleyber Torres up at the plate with Lugo on the mound. Cabrera at second Volpe at third. The pitch in there for a called strike, sinker moving on the outside corner. Count is 0-1. Now they got Angel Zerpa up in the pen, who's pitched in the previous 2 games. He was the losing pitcher in game 1. The 0-1 pitch. Inside. Count is 1-1. From the stretches, Lugo. Quick working. The pitch inside, 2-1. And looks like Lugo has lost a bit of his command.
Schwarber took an upper deck, but foul. Just a little out in front. That could have been a game tire.
Torres fouls this one off. Count is 2-2.
No question. TBS is the worst broadcast.
Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. 2-2 from Lugo. The pitch. High, 3-2.
These are much better at bats. Love to see it.
See what happens when you work the count, folks?
Oh, and the Mets have won. Holy shit.
Pitch. And Torres walks to load the bases.
This is better, guys. This is much better. Bases loaded, 1 out. So the Mutts will most likely be taking on the Padres.
I'm honestly rooting for the Padres, like in a good sense, because I can't stand the Dodgers. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
They're a team they're Hollywood. They're too Hollywood for me.
And their fans are classless.
Oh, yeah. Do you see the nonsense with Manny Machado just throwing a ball to the Dodgers dugout? Oh, and then Dave Roberts flipping out. Oh, that was towards me. Screw off, bro.
And the Dodger fan that threw the ball back at the left fielder.
I think it was what, Jackson Merrill?
Yeah, it was Profar. Profar had both the fan and the Dodger fan threw it right back at him.
Complete utter nonsense.
It is. All bets should be off. Profar should have been allowed to get a free pop at him.
Soto fouls it off. Bases loaded. Count is 2-1. $82 pitches, 43 strikes, and 39 balls. Previously, if you looked in like the second inning, probably the strike and ball ratio was probably less close. 2-1 pitch. Nearly hits Soto. Count is 3-1.
Wow. All right, now Soto's got a perfect count here.
Hitters count.
It doesn't get any bigger than this, man. Our best hitter up, 3-1 count, bases loaded. This is it. This is it. Juan Soto.
3-1 pitch from the stretch on the way. Swung on it, hitting high in the air to right center field. Going back and making the catches is Bell. 1 run will score. The Yankees are up 2-0.
Well, I'll take it.
Absolutely.
It was that far away from a grand slam. That's far away.
It's not the big swing, but you know what? You take it every time.
So and we got him. Alex, salute.
Yes.
The other half. The Big Blue in the Bronx channel. How are you?
I'm doing well. As of today, I've been better. I'm not gonna. I will say this. I apologize for being late. I know I told Donald I'd be in 7:30, 7:45. Obviously, we're very much over that. What's up to the chat? But I had to have a very important phone conversation with Bad Takes Brian and a couple other conversations. But the PR side of that will be out on Twitter probably, I don't know, after the game. But you two will get the juicy side of the story afterwards. But what's up to the chat? Yankees leading 2-0. That's good, obviously. And the Mets are about to win the NLCS. Well, to go to the NLCS, I'm sorry.
They already did. Pitch. Judge chops it foul. Count is 0-1, 2 outs. 2 men on. Judge at the plate. Not gotten a hit today. The pitch. Ooh. Nearly hit him. 1-1. Brad saying poor excuse, Alex.
And
Judge hits one high in the air, but this is going to stay in the park.
Captain Clutch with another at bat.
And that'll end the inning.
Yeah,
2-0 Yankees. We head to the bottom of the fifth.
Judge has got to be better, bro.
Absolutely does. It's he got under that ball. He got under that ball.
Maybe he's saving up all his hits for the CS.
Maybe he should get himself on a run here because
to Donald's point, this team is so conservative. They're so in the mindset of just saving everything for the next thing.
Down the line. Yeah. That's the vibes I'm getting. But hey, we're up 2-0.
exactly.
Really
Schmidt done?
tough matchup, so we'll take it.
How's our buddy Schmidt done?
Elias says that Judge is getting so unlucky.
No, I don't think striking out as many times as you do in the playoffs is unlucky. Sorry.
What's the strikeout rate? Like 35%, the highest in the history of baseball.
How many times did he strike out today?
I don't think he struck out. Wait, I'm gonna check for you. No, he's not struck out today. He's just hit into outs.
Every single one.
I don't know.
Every single one of them outs. This team is carried by Soto and Stanton. Yeah, all the fans hate Stanton. So what can you do?
He's done more than Judge in the playoffs.
So Alex, obviously you weren't home for the game, but not that me and Donald have the audio on, obviously, but they get to interview George Brett mid-game while we're watching a playoff game.
TBS's presentation. I don't like. It's not just TBS too. It's like ESPN. They're doing these mid-games interviews. Like, dude, they are trying to play for their lives here and their livelihood of the season. Why is this important? Nobody wants it. Nobody cares.
No. Maybe you do that in between innings, but it's freaking crazy to do it right during the game. That doesn't happen in previous years. It's like the broadcasters think that we don't care about the game that's in front of us.
Well, yeah, Bob Costas is over teaching us about the 15th century Renaissance.
That's right. Bob Costas must have been creaming himself, man, because he spent the last 3 games talking about fucking George Brett. Now he gets to have him get interviewed. Oh boy, it's been a dream come true for him.
Yeah, I mean, I was when I was taking care of my stuff earlier, I was listening. I think it was the first inning I ended up catching, and that was before I turned you guys on. And he was talking about something. George Brett is the greatest Royal of all time, and I'm like, okay, what am I supposed to do with that information?
I mean, it's not like a big statement. Like the greatest Royal of all time is like
cool.
It's not exactly like the greatest Yankee of all time. You know what I'm saying? Wow, that was some fucking swing and a miss there, bro. Like Schmidt is dealing, bro.
Yes, he is. Strike one here to MJ Melendez, who struck out in the last at bat. Pitch from Schmidt. Outside 1-1.
Boom.
Alex, did you see on Twitter about the fair ball foul call at all? The foul ball, the fair ball, which should have been a fair ball, but was called foul.
I have not seen that. Do you want me to look at it?
You should probably see it.
I've actually got the photo. I'll show you.
He does.
He's lined it.
Lined in the center. Judge is right there for the first out.
We're getting lucky, man. We are getting lucky.
That's the side of luck.
Image up.
So coming up now for the Kansas City Royals is Mikel Garcia.
This is what was called a
Foul ball.
foul ball.
You know, they have right field umpires in the playoffs.
Exactly.
Well, he's standing right there. He's literally standing 10 feet
Standing
from
there
it.
like this.
And it's on the line, and that would have scored a run.
0-1 pitch to Michael Garcia. Lines right back, and it actually goes right to Torres. Fields fires and gets the out. Nice stretch there from Cabrera. Second out of
That
the
was a
inning.
great stretch because that was actually a really bad throw.
His pitch count's pretty good.
Schmidt has been dealing, man. He's been so comfortable. 58 pitches.
And then
Great.
fucking
Just-
Rodon.
So coming up now for the Kansas City Royals is Adam Frazier. First pitch on the way is swung on a miss. Nice little sweeper at the top of the zone. Count is 0-1. Oh, 1 pitch on the way from Clark. Schmidt. Grounded to the left side, fielded by Volpe. Has to rush the throw. Fields fires. The throw is high. Goes into the dugout. I'm wondering, because it looked like it bounced in, like from the top of the dugout to back out of the play. So I guess they're just going to call him at first. But what a terrible throw by Volpe.
I'm relying on streaming for this, so there's no need for me to catch up with you guys. I'm gonna end up seeing this, and I'm probably gonna be like, "This is probably vintage Volpe."
It actually nearly went into the dugout. That would have been 2 bases, but a terrible fucking throw.
Isn't that what the second terrible throw that he's made?
Yeah, he had one in game 1.
Well, the Yankees are 1-0 when he makes really bad. Actually, no, he had an error yesterday too. Monday, the played shortstop.
Yeah.
3 errors in 3 games. Next Jeter, yeah, my white ass.
Yep. Fucking clown. Fucking clown.
So Austin Wells is going to have a meeting at the mound.
I am so sick of Volpe already.
He's done nothing.
He's so vastly overrated. It's not even funny.
He's a 0.
It's because he's got no arm. You guys notice that when he's on the run, he has to hop in order to get that ball over to first because he's got no natural arm strength.
Yeah, and it's some with his arm mechanics too, because usually when they're, I think, Luca, you had that problem at short.
Yes, I did. You know what, Alex?
Base.
That was funny because I was just about to mention that. He looks like me at shortstop the one year I played in summer ball, and I was absolutely horrific. I look like Volpe because every time I had, I fielded a ground ball, your shoulder is not supposed to be down. Your shoulder is supposed to be, I know what? I think it's supposed to be, it can't be up, but it has to be like somewhat level or down.
Yeah, it needs to be level.
Shoulder was up that time, I think. So the ball would end up really short of the base or high. That's what it did at that time. Pitch is a called strike, regardless. To Kyle Isbell. Like, how can you keep defending Volpe? I'm not saying anybody is. I'm just going to throw it out there. Like, this is not linear progression by all means. Pitch is off the plate.
This is not like some game in June where you can write it off going, hey, he's just learning. This is the postseason. There's no passengers in the postseason.
Nope.
And look who we got in the bullpen, Clay Holmes.
He's done well.
Wait a minute. Why?
Pitch.
Actually, you know what? We have a lead. That's not good.
Wait a fucking minute.
And the thing is, too, the top of the order is coming up. Especially if he gets Isbell out and ends the inning.
I don't get that. Somebody said that to me. Oh, well, yeah, but he has I don't know. I think it was Dylan, and I was disagreeing with him a little bit about Cole. And Schmidt's at 62. He's got 2 outs. He's got an even count. Probably you guys are ahead by a pitch, which is fine.
2-2.
There's no need to warm up Holmes. I'm sorry. You're just putting a little bit more pressure than needs to be.
The only base runner was a ridiculous throw by Volpe.
Yeah, maybe you should warm up another shortstop.
I like that.
Put Birdie in.
Facts.
Fucking loser.
The count is 2-2. The pitch just inside a few inches, 3-2. Now Schmidt has ran into some trouble.
Now, I know this is probably not going to be popular, but Luca, I need you to tell Donald in the chat what your friend TK said about Aaron Judge.
I'll say after this pitch, but the count is full. 3-2, 2 outs. The pitch. Line down the left field line. This ball is off the wall and left. Verdugo will have to get it.
Go.
Rounding third and scoring is Frazier.
Stupid.
It is a 2-1 ball game.
Thanks, Volpe.
What a loser. What a fucking loser this guy is.
Thanks, Volpe.
Yeah, fucking loser.
I'm surprised.
So overrated. Like, he's probably the most overrated Yankee there is.
Now,
there's no doubt about that.
Now Schmidt might not even go through 5.
Yeah, we're going to put Clay Holmes in, and he's going to blow it. Good job.
They're not going to do that. They wouldn't be this stupid, right?
Well,
let's figure it out first. Let's see if he lets Clark Schmidt work out of it. He will.
Thank God.
So the first pitch on the way to Massey is a called strike. Massey 0 for 2 with a ground out and grounded into a double play. Schmidt,
I wish you could charge runs to fielders.
0-1 pitch. Line down the line, but foul. Big pitch here for Schmidt. 0-2. 2 outs. 1 man on. It's 2-1 Yankees. Royals trying to rally back. It's an Massey is 0 for 2. 68 pitches for Schmidt. From the stretch, he delivers. Did he go around? He did not, says the third base umpire.
Oh, he went around. Come on. Do you see the woman in the front row? Looks like she's a fucking Elvis impersonator.
Good call there. He did not go around. Another big pitch here for Schmidt. 1-2, 2 outs, 2-1 Yankees. Man on second. From the stretch. The pitch to Massey. Missed outside, 2-2.
Just what the doctor ordered. Screwing around with 2 strikes. Lordy, Lord.
Oh! To the pitch. Lined in a right field.
No!
Coming on Soto. It gets past him and goes all the way to the wall. 1 run scores. The Royals tie the game. Going to third is Massey.
What the fuck, man?
It's an RBI triple from Michael Massey. The Royals have tied the game at 2.
Wow. I haven't seen it yet, but just... Yeah. Wow. Just fucking wow, man.
Oh, Miss Soto's glove by like an inch. Oh. Fuck. Honestly, it's what we deserved.
It is. No, that's why I laugh, because
Clay Holmes has to now weather the storm.
Honestly, I would rather let Schmidt pitch out of this than Clay
I
Holmes.
100% agree.
Good job. Good job, Yankees. You now just gave the Royals juice.
Oh, God.
Good
tie
job.
game.
Good job. Yep, man. They're bringing in Holmes, aren't they? Yep, they are. Tie game. No, but here's the thing, guys. We're gonna if Holmes blows this, right? We're gonna get the excuse. Well, you know, it would be the same outcome if Schmidt pitched anyway. Jacob, he's had a lead though. He's had a lead consistently throughout this series. Like when we went, Clay Holmes. I mean, I don't think we had a lead when we had no.
Yeah, he was.
It was no. Wait, hold on. I'm fixing. I am so tired. I'm mixing up my memories at this point. Game 2, it was so far out that Clay Holmes couldn't screw it up even more. I think it was 4-1 when they brought him in.
Yep, 4-1.
So, like, you know, 1-2 runs didn't matter at that point. This matters. So, but I'm waiting for the box of excuses.
A box of excuses.
Yeah, waiting for the box of excuses.
You know what's also killer, guys? We needed more runs. You can't, as Stalin said, you can't just have Stanton and Soto. Nobody else is producing. Cabrera had a nice walk. 2 walks, should I say. Volpe had a nice hit, but nobody else has came up. Nobody.
Luca, let us know what TK said.
Oh, TK said that Judge is a part-time superstar.
What the fuck are you doing, Mahomes? What the fuck? You see what he's doing?
Fuck him. I hate the Kansas City Chiefs with a diehard passion. They're the new Patriots for me.
Did you see him jump over to Yankee fans and screaming in his face? What the fuck are you doing?
Pitch to Bobby Witt. Popped foul.
Bobby Witt against Clay Holmes. If there was a matchup in hell, oh my god! Let's see if he gets out of it.
Count is 0-1. From the stretch is Holmes. The pitch. Ball downstairs, 1-1.
Here we go, guys. Wait, doesn't Mahomes own like a Kansas City team of some sort?
Might be owning a portion. Small portion. Holmes 3 for 5 in the regular season. From the stretch, delivers the pitch in the dirt. Count is 2-1.
Neither of these pitches were anywhere close to the strike zone.
No, you put one of us in, and we're gonna throw close to the strike zone. But
he's
he
throwing
does
darts, like literal just darts right into the freaking ground. 2-1.
Not a bullshit.
Everybody loves Bobby Witt. That was a sign there. 2-1.
Way outside. Fuck yourself.
3-1. 3-1.
Here we go, guys.
Yeah, great. Great Colton. Great job.
Count is 3-1. 2 outs. 2-2 game. Bobby Witt is 0 for 2.
On the Royals too.
Oh, fuck yourself. Honestly,
and he walked Bobby Witt, who was 0 for 2 today.
At least he didn't give in to him. At least he didn't throw a pitch right down the fucking Johnson. But I mean, that was a stupid move from Aaron Boone. Like, what do you think was going to happen here? It was a terrible matchup.
I called it.
I called it too. It's like this was the worst matchup in hell. Like Bobby Witt against Clay Holmes. What do you think is going to happen?
Now Vinny Pasquantino will come up.
It's like Khalil Mack versus Evan Neal. Like, come on.
Jesus.
And it's just, what do you think was going to happen?
Like, if you're going to pitch around him, just walk him. Just, like, intentionally walk him. Don't even waste pitches.
You don't want Clay Holmes with a runner at third base. Because his pitches are wild, so any pitch that goes to the backstop scores a run. He's a fucking contact merchant, so any fucking ball that goes in the gap, that's a fucking RBI. So, like, there's not much upside to having Clay Holmes in that spot. He's not a strikeout guy. If you want to bring in a move, bring in someone who's actually a strikeout guy.
Even super YouTuber Urt83 says Clay Holmes in the 5th. Are you that desperate?
It's fucking really bad.
This is waffle management here.
So bad. Here we go.
Holmes from the stretch delivers to Pasquantino outside 1-0. That pitch wasn't even close.
He's throwing 1 strike.
They're 10 feet outside the strike zone. What are we doing here?
This is waffle management here. Aaron Boone is a waffle.
The 1-0 pitch with the Royals crowd standing.
Oh, Christ.
This
He
one
got
is
lucky.
popped up. Judge is there. He'll make the catch. That'll end the inning. The Royals score 2. We head to the top of the 6th.
Those in the chat, you guys have no idea how fucking lucky you guys are, because that was right down the fucking Johnson. That was a meatball. That should have been a home run. He missed it, and he knows it. That guy's pissed because he knows it. Holy shit. That was a terrible decision from Aaron Boone, and you're very lucky to still have a series. Very lucky. That's gone. Game over. And then the Yankees will lose the series. That's what would have happened. So you're very fucking lucky.
So,
how much do you guys want to bet that they're going to go to another pitcher in the bottom of the sixth? Because I think they will.
well, for starters, the Royals are probably gonna relieve Seth Lugo.
I really don't know what, because Aaron Boone's obsessed with Clay Holmes. So he's going to count this as a win. And I thought he pitched like shit. He's very, very lucky.
Well, see, Donald, you have it all wrong. He battled.
He did. He battled. This fucking team.
What a losing move.
This fucking team.
Makes our blood rise. Makes our blood rise.
Everyone in the chat, hit the like button, hit the sub button, and sub up to Alex channel and Lucas channel.
Yep. Nick's cast in the Bronx.
I was going to say, please sub up Nick's cast. We actually hit 1,000 views on our latest preseason recap video. We are at 65 subscribers, 35 away from 100.
Congrats, bro.
Thank you.
They're bringing, I don't think he was in last inning. They're bringing in Zarpa.
Yeah, Zarpa pitched the last 2 games.
That's interesting because he couldn't find the strike zone in game 1. In game 2, he found the strike zone.
So it could go either way.
Jekyll and Hyde.
Fucking spell check.
Yes. Fucking spell check.
Because I'm typing out. Whew. All right. So the Royals have that true underdog story? Reminiscent of the Mets, but who knows? Yeah, he was yelling in a Yankee fan's face. I don't know who that was.
That guy's probably like his best friend or something, or I don't know, because if he was yelling at some random fan, that would be totally unhinged.
That would be typical Mahomes. I'm sorry, that would be. Because he's treated like fucking royalty. Anyway, Zerpa's in. First pitch to Wells is popped up in a left field, making the catch as Melendez for the first out. Wells is at
do we know how to work counts?
You see, Alex, we started out not working the count. Then we finally worked the count against Lugo. It worked. Then now we're just swinging at pitches by Zerpa.
I mean, this guy couldn't find the strike zone in game 1. He found the strike zone in game 2. Maybe you want to see what he's got?
Stanton takes a strike. That pitch was inside. Count is 0-1.
Yeah.
0-1 pitch. Stan swings at a golf pitch. Count is 0-2. Count is 0-2 on the way. In the dirt, nearly hit Stanton.
Well, we got ourselves a ball game.
Yes, we do.
Yep.
One-two pitch. Stanton lines it foul, nearly hit Luis Rojas in the batter's box.
You guys
That was a bad thing.
You guys ever notice that when MLB tries to copy the other leagues, they do it so wrong?
Yes. Pitch high. Count is 2-2.
In what instance? Because you're right, but what instance?
NBA does the advertisements on the jerseys.
Strauss. Fuck, yeah. Strauss is the worst.
Who's Strauss? Who's the Star Insurance? Like
Stan lines a base hit up the middle.
Strauss is like a German workwear company, I think.
It's a clothing company.
Fuck me.
A German engineered performance workwear and utility gear. So Donald was right.
Yeah.
But why does that matter to us?
Why? How bad, hard up do you have to be in order to be covered by a fucking German workwear company? There's not a company in the States that could fucking sponsor your team. You're leading.
Yeah, Chisholm takes outside, count as 1-0.
What about Nike? Nike's like, nah, sorry, not interested.
Pitch.
Adidas, nah.
In there for a strike.
Fucking, yeah, no. Champion, nah.
Adidas, nah.
1-1 pitch.
Strauss, yes.
Pitch is high, count as 2-1.
Star
Two
Insurance.
pitchers warming. You
Hell
have
yeah.
Sam Long and John Schreiber up in the pen.
Strauss.
2-1 pitch. Chisholm chops it foul.
I'm gonna explode if I see Jazz swing like this again. What is this fucking swing?
He completely rolled over that fastball.
But it's such a long fucking swing. Like, it's not the home run derby. You're not Ken Griffey Jr. Level it up. Make contact. There's a runner on.
2-2.
Fuck, he's done it again.
Chopped and rolled over foul.
He's going like a spinning top. It's like a 180-degree swing. What is this? Swing. What are you smiling at?
Because everything's funny.
Alex, you should have seen Garrett Cole's face in the beginning of the game. He's like this.
Yeah, I know. They were demoralized. I don't know.
The beginning of the game. They weren't even leading or losing.
One pitch. Oh, Jazz!
Strike 3 right down the pipe.
See,
Down the dick.
see, when Donald said, "Oh," I'm like, "Wait, did Jazz go yard?" And I'm like, "Oh, he struck out, didn't he?"
I'm so annoyed at Jazz, first of all, for giving that bulletin board material. And then to follow it up with this fucking shit performance, with this horrible swing. Like, what the fuck is that swing?
Luca, what are the two things that Coach Glenn taught us?
First of all, Angel Zerpa's leaving the game. Second of all, it's pitch recognition and plate discipline. Where is the pitch?
And how about for the Giant fans in the chat? Shut up and play. Shut up and play. Tom Coughlin, shut up and fucking play.
Yep.
But the Yankees don't shut up and play. They fucking just talk and talk and fucking talk and haven't achieved dick since 2009. Stop talking.
It's like
Yeah.
they haven't, as Donald said, it's like they haven't been there before.
Well, they've also talked like they've won something.
Yeah, it's wild. I know we went through the lineup. Like, who in this lineup actually has a fucking postseason resume to be fucking chirping about? Stanton and Soto. That's it.
That's pretty much it. Maybe Glaber, but it's been mix or match.
Yeah.
But I mean,
Chisholm's average in the postseason last year. I'm gonna look it up for you.
but also
In the NLDS, he actually hit 333, but he only played in one game. That was actually never mind. That was 2020. My mistake. 2023, he was 0 for 8 in 2 games.
0 for 8. Jesus Christ.
I will use the Donald phrase. I don't have any faith in this matchup because he's facing Anthony Volpe.
Oh, well, Volpe had a single earlier, to be fair, but also as well.
Oh, yeah, he had the error too.
Yeah.
Error in 3 straight games.
It actually didn't count as an error per the scoreboard.
That's bullshit.
They actually...
Mahomes' wife. I think Mahomes' wife is sick of fucking Mahomes chirping. I just saw her roll her eyes. Like, just like, all right, bro, just fucking calm down, will you?
John Schreiber on. As that will bring up...
I'm sorry, I can't watch the Strauss fucking thing is so big. Like, what are we doing?
Nobody knows. Pitch is outside 1-0 from Schreiber.
The Strauss is bigger than the fucking Yankee emblem.
Volpe with a single and a run scored. From the stretch is Schreiber. Pitch. And outside 2-0. Two 2 outs, 1 runner on. The pitch. on the way. Strike, throws to second, and Giancarlo Stanton steals second base. Who the hell predicted that?
Wow.
That is
one in my
the
book.
biggest middle finger to fucking Yankee Twitter. That is fucking great. That's my fucking guy. That's my fucking guy.
2-1. Strike two. That pitch was inside.
Yeah, that's a terrible call from the umpire. That's a foot outside the strike zone.
Nice frame job by Salvi, but that was not a strike.
He stole a base.
How did he get that good of a jump?
This is the greatest thing I've ever seen.
Royals fans on their feet at Kauffman Stadium. 2-2, 2 outs, 2-2 game. 1-2. I'm sorry, Volpe's 1 for 2. Fifth pitch from Schreiber. The pitch. Downstairs, 3-2.
He did well to hold off on that. That was a good pitch.
That's something Volpe would have definitely.
Holy fuck. Grin's bubble right there was actually bigger than his head.
But was it the size of that Strauss logo? Who knows?
No, not quite. Just a little. It's a little smaller than the Strauss logo.
3-2. Volpe chops the sinker foul. Stanton takes a little bit of a lead off second. They're shifted to the left mostly for Volpe. If he finds some green, it's going to be a right center field. From the stretch, Schreiber delivers. Popped up foul.
He's keeping it alive.
Okay, this is actually a major league at bat. This is decent. Props to Volpe. This is actually a decent major league at bat.
Yep. Count is 3-2. 2 outs. The pitch from Schreiber. Inside, ball 4.
That's
all right.
That was a good bet, I have to say.
Credit to them.
And that'll bring up Oswaldo Cabrera, who's not walked once but twice.
Yeah, he's not walking a third time, but if he is, I'll be wrong.
I like Waldo. He's got some fucking balls on him.
Pitch. Swung on and missed. Went through the fastball. 95 on the gun. Strike 1.
See, that was actually a good swing, though. That was a healthy swing. That was a good, level, powerful swing. Unlike Jasmine's 180-degree fucking whatever the fuck.
Uppercut ass swing.
The pitch.
High, 1-1. Schreiber 10 pitches already. Volpe made him work. The pitch.
Oh.
Strike 2. Nice painted fastball over the inside corner.
That was one of the best pitches in the night. That's beautiful. Wonder what the atmosphere is like over there in KC.
I'm sure it's popping. 1-2, 2 outs. The pitch to Cabrera. Outside, 2-2.
It looks like a really fun sports town.
Warming up is Tommy Canley. So Alex might not be wrong after all.
I told you. They love using the bullpen.
They use the bull. They switch through pitchers like underwear. 2-2. Foul ball.
Greg, I don't believe what I just saw yet. Is that in reference to Stanton's
stolen base? Yeah,
stolen base speed.
Count is 2-2. 2 men on, 2 out. The pitch popped up. Is this fair? Is this foul? Coming on, and this will lead foul.
They're battling. I could say that much.
Much better at bats. First 2 innings is just we didn't even look like we were playing a game. So it was better.
Two outs, 2 men on. Yankees and Royals tied 2-2. 2 walks for Cabrera in the previous 2 at-bats. Schreiber from the stretch
Inside.
delivers. Inside 3-2. Excellent patience at the plate by Cabrera with Verdugo on deck. Big pitch here for Schreiber. More important at bat for Cabrera. Volpe off of first, stand off second. 3-2 pitch, 2 outs. 2
Oh.
the pitch. Lined into center field. The right there is Isbell for the final out.
All right.
He head to
Give
the
credit,
bottom.
they worked the
Next
count.
is 2-2.
He got a good swing. That was a great at bat. He got a good swing. Got a good pitch that you can handle. It's just that straight at the center fielder. Everybody in the chat, hit the like button and share it out to your friends, family, and the stranger at the bodega. Anything at the deli, at the pizza place, doesn't fucking matter. Share it out, and let's get this thing moving here. Okay, and let's get that algorithm up a little bit.
Yes.
So, I guess, what the fuck gonna happen, man? Tie game? This is...
And now Tommy Canley's going to come in.
Oh, he's good. I love his changeup. He's got a good changeup.
I'm pretty sure over the past few years, I think I looked this up because I remember he was injured one of the years, but like since 2019, his opposing batting average is less than 200.
Canley?
Yeah, let me see. I'm pretty sure I had that right. No, I don't want to look at this crap. Don't want to look at this crap. Yeah. 190, 183, 128, 200, 200, all the way back to 2019. The only reason we let him go was because he was injured and then he came back. So
it's like one of the only moves that's actually been a success pitching wise for Brian Cashman.
Yeah.
His pitching record is nigh on impossibly bad.
Yeah, I mean he does not like to get strikeout pitchers.
No.
He's allergic.
It's almost like that's what the game's turned into, strikeout pitchers.
And he's missed the boat because he thinks it's all about ground ball fucking pitchers.
Yeah.
And it doesn't work when you've got ground ball pitching and a terrible infield.
Mm-hmm. Torres is at best average defensively, but you have Volpe, who's not good.
Straight up average. Volpe is average.
Subpar.
Third base.
We don't have a real first baseman.
We don't have a natural first baseman. It is the infield defense is a problem. It really is. And you can make the argument that even just optically, that throw by Volpe that went into the backstop is almost like changed the momentum for the worse. Because since then, the Royals just started to get on base.
I'd rather than Clay Holmes come in this inning, which he's not, I'd rather have Clyde Frazier read me a bedtime story. At least that would be fun.
How are the Knicks doing, by the way? What's their score?
They're up 65-50.
Wow. All right, here we go.
All righty. Clay Holmes is somehow...
Clay Holmes! Top of the seventh! Is he playing Salvi Perez? He is. Holy shit. All right,
Strike
guys.
one.
Hold on to your balls. 0-1. Salvi Perez against Clay Holmes. There isn't a worse matchup in hell for me. And he lines... Oh, God, I can't even watch this. He winds. He deals. Salvi Perez ground ball, but Torres is there, and he gobbles it up. We got fucking lucky. Why is Clay Holmes still out here?
Oh, trust me, he'll get taken out with 2 outs.
Watch Alex be right about that, too.
Yeah. Wild. All right, here we go. Next guy up. Yuri Gurriel. Another really tough matchup. Clay Holmes against Gurriel. Aaron Boone loves him some Holmes.
Yeah.
Umpires tell him you got to lock eyes.
I have a stat about the runners in scoring position after the pitch.
Clay Holmes deals. Way in the dirt. 1-0.
The Yankees are 3 for 22 with runners in scoring position through the 6th inning of Game 3.
Fucking shameful. 1-0 count. He deals. sinker high, but it just nips the top of the plate. Strike zone. It'll be 1-1.
Good for a 136 batting average.
1-1. Clay Holmes deals. And Gurriel grounds. Jazz Chisholm, can he make the play from third? Oh, what a vicious throw. Boom, got him.
That throw had some velo on it. Good job by Chisholm.
Yeah. There's one thing that Chisholm has, man. He's got an unbelievable arm. He handled that in the grass, and he absolutely nailed him. And he does the shoe shot. All right. I'm digging the... You can talk your talk when you make great plays, Chaz. And that's one of them. 2 away. Holmes deals. And that's a sinker right down to Johnson. Called a strike 1-1. Rajiel says Jazz has a quarterback arm. He really does. Jazz with a cannon. Absolute cannon. What up, Dev? Good to see you in the chat. 0-1. And that was a sinker outside. 1-1 against Melendez. One and one. Melendez goes fishing. 1-2.
Boy, did he save Holmes there. That pitch was never a strike.
Honestly, that Jazz play was actually probably the highlight of one of the highlights of the series so far, which doesn't say much for the series for the Yankees.
No.
The highlight has been Stanton's stolen base and that for me, really. 1-2. And he's hit it high, but it's pretty routine. Pop up for Judge. He gets under it, makes the play, and that is that. Clay Holmes, I have to give him credit. That was a decent inning. Still don't like it, but that was a good inning.
Step in the right direction.
Absolutely. Regiel, Stanton stole a base? How? Absolutely. He stole a freaking base.
And you know what's funny? It wasn't even off a wild pitch. It was a routine sinker over the plate.
He just got to read, and he went for it. That dude was reading X, and he's like, no, fuck you guys. Let's see what the Yankees can do.
Yeah, they got Verdugo in the top of the order, and they're going to a lefty, Sam Long. So we have not hit lefties well.
You know, Raziel's right. Hell has frozen over.
Yeah. It's going to be 140 below zero tomorrow.
What?
He's saying that as sarcasm because...
Oh, fuck me. It's just getting bad in New York.
He was saying that because Raziel said hell's frozen over because Stan stole a base.
Yeah, Jacob, it looks like that.
I see him more of a seventh inning guy. I'm not seeing him, Clay Holmes, as a guy who pitched multiple innings, although he did there.
Well, even if they're going to build the home for him, Boone is still going to move him around or find some excuse.
Again, the Yankees aren't a meritocracy. Just calling it how it is.
That's amazing that Clay Holmes has actually pitched as well as that. That Sally Perez is a nightmare matchup, but he actually dealt with it. That's a good sign. Good sign for us.
Alex, we can clap for progress.
Yeah, got to clap for progress.
The clap for progress.
Somebody says, as the Yankee fan, Lindor should be the MVP over Ohtani. He plays the field and does not bet on baseball.
Who said that?
Steven Zantz of Badlands, the host of the Turn on the Jets pod. He's a Yankee fan. He said Lindor should be MVP over Ohtani because he plays the field and he doesn't bet on baseball.
Rajiel, it is a tie game.
Yeah.
The Yankees blew a 2-0 lead. Started off by a Volpe play, which he really needed to not make. And since then, they took advantage of it.
Right.
All right, here we go. Sam Long is up 3.16 ERA, 44 strikeouts to 17 walks in 42 innings. So more than a strikeout per inning. And Alex Verdugo against Long. Long deals. 94-mile-an-hour fastball. A little bit inside. 1-0.
I'm scared that Verdugo is facing a lefty.
And that is a nicely located slider. Outside corner, knee high, perfect location. 1-1. And Dugo grounds weakly to second, and that will be that. 1 away. That was a nondescript at bat from Verdugo.
Non-competitive at bat.
On competitive at bat.
Alex, you got to do it now.
Non-competitive at bat.
Here's Gleyber Torres.
Oh.
1 away, and he takes a pitch. That's a ball. Come on.
That's the same pitch they called the Volpe in Stan the other inning.
That's 6 inches inside. That's called a strike. 0-1. Very inconsistent strike zone.
Yeah, Jacob, we sat in section 204, the bleachers, row 6.
Long loses grip on that off speed, and it goes way outside. 1-1. Deals fastball inside. Torres grounds to third for a routine out. Looked like that was maybe a pitch that he could handle, but instead it goes straight to third for a routine out.
Why are we chopping at the ball?
Yeah, it's a good point. There's a little bit of a chop. Sam Long, age 29, from Fair Oaks, California. Don't even know where Fair Oaks is. Anyway, 208. And he loses track of that curveball. Doesn't look, as I mentioned before, the previous grip of that curveball went way inside. That was another one that went way inside and almost hit Soto. Looks like he's struggling to grip that curveball. And that's another one that he doesn't grip, and it's way inside again. Looks like he doesn't have a grip on these off-speed pitches.
So Soto probably like to Perez. Is your guy trying to hit me?
Whoa, he does have a handle on that fastball, though. Absolutely threw in some high heat there, and Soto swung and missed, 2-1.
Climbed the ladder.
Did.
Gregory wants Jason Dominguez.
And he does get a command of that slider this time, and that's a nice pitch. 2-2. Really nice pitch there from Long.
Come on, Soto.
All right, Soto. What can you do, bro? It's basically all on you anyway. And there was a pitch right down the middle, and he's fouled it behind.
It looked like he was early on it. It looked like he just swung over it.
I think it was a changeup. Was it? It was like 86 miles an hour?
Something like that.
Gregory says he was calling for Jason instead of Dugo in that spot. Boone's never going to do that.
Yeah, Boone's not going to do that. He's
on the roster to make us happy.
Fastball was 6 inches inside, and that is a full count. 3-2. Good at bat from Soto. Aaron Judge on deck. 0 for 3, of course. And full count. And that pitch is low, and he's on. It's a. All right, this is a chance for Aaron Judge to change the narrative.
You want to talk about a big at bat for Judge? This is the biggest at bat of his postseason this year.
This is it. This is it, man.
And Soto stared Long down.
If you deliver a double in the gap, and score them, hit a home run, and set us up to go 2-1 up in the series. That's what it's all about. This is it, man. This is what the dreams are all made of.
They're changing pitchers.
This is what it's all about, guys.
Quick
This is
score. Just quick score update, real quick. It is 1-0 Dodgers early in Game 4.
What's the pitching matchup?
It is Dylan Cease versus Ryan Brazier of the Dodgers because they're going to bullpen game.
Such a stupid organization.
Christ.
I don't know. I'm sorry. Dave Roberts might be worse than Boone with a championship.
I don't doubt that, man. I really don't doubt that.
I'm sitting here doing that. Stupid.
Also, just again a minor scoring update. Just some New York sports related stuff. Knicks are up 80-57 on the Washington Wizards. Karl Anthony Towns has a double-double, 21 and 11. Mikal Bridges 16 points. Jalen Brunson 23.
Holy shit.
Rangers are up 4-0 over the Pens. Islanders
Wow.
have yet to start. They're starting tomorrow, but that's just
Is that the Rangers opening game?
yes, their opening game.
All right.
Ideal timing. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, no. I think the Dodgers are just a show. You know,
I said that to
Ohtani-
Hollywood. That's what I said earlier.
Gil Ohtani over here. We're gonna pay him this much money, $700 million, blah blah blah, all just to get eliminated.
It will be hilarious if they spent $1 billion and they can't get out of the first round.
I will laugh my ass off.
So the Royals are actually putting in a starter, Brady Singer, who started 32 games this year, as their pitcher now.
Oh, shit. All right. 9-13 to 3.71 ERA, 170 strikeouts in 179 innings. All right, Aaron Judge, this is it. This is a hell of a matchup. What can you do, Aaron? It's all on you, bro. And he takes a knee-high sinker.
All right.
For a strike on one right down the middle.
Come on, Judge. You're not a part-time superstar like TK says.
Here we go, 0-1.
Come
He
on.
gives it a healthy cut, but missed. 1-2. Fouled away.
Was he late on that shit again?
He was. It was like 90 miles an hour. It was high. 1-2. Now he can throw junk. And that's exactly what he did. In the dirt, 1-2. What do you think his next pitch is going to be, man? Do you think he's going to go and risk a fastball past him again with that 90-mile-an-hour junk?
Could go. I think he's going to pitch. I think he's going to pitch away here, try to throw another junk pitch, and then he's going to go 2-2 with a high fastball.
Well, he tried a sinker there. Just below the knees, 2-2. Just missed. Now it's getting back into a better count for Aaron Judge. And now it's a full count. Looks like he's scared of Judge, as he should be. Full count. This is it. I mean, this is fucking cinema right here. Full count. Best hitter in baseball up. Come on. Aaron Judge.
Come on, Judge.
Looks like he cut. And
Don't tell me
missed.
no.
And he went around and
Yeah.
he struck out again. A terrible, terrible, terrible at that from the captain.
Did he even swing?
Yeah.
I'm going to go 50-50. That's a 50-50 call. But you don't even go for that.
Nah, you don't get the benefit from me, man. Fucking $300 million superstar.
It's in his It's in his fucking head. That fat head of his. God damn it.
What a letdown, man. He's been so bad in the playoffs. What a fucking letdown.
And I said this, and my co-host Dylan disagreed with me, and that's fair. You can disagree with me. I'm not disallowing that, but I said, you know what, this proves why Jalen Brunson's still New York's king. I'm sorry. But if you want to go even further, you could say that Eli Manning is still the king of New York because he's the last New York athlete to win a championship.
That's crazy. I mean, the true Yankees, Derek Jeter, man. That
Oh,
dude,
of course. I
never,
know that. I know that.
that dude never let us down in the fucking playoffs.
Dude was
If
always
that was Derek Jeter in that spot,
he'd be on base.
we're on base. RBI. That's how special he was. You love the big moment. Aaron Judge is afraid of it.
You can't make excuses for Judge. You can't. This
No.
is how many years now? As Derek Jeter said in the postgame, Mets Phillies yesterday. It's about what you do in October. You play like shit in the regular season, but you play well in the postseason, they'll remember you. They won't remember you if you play well in the regular season and play shit in the postseason. So it's all mental with him at this point.
John the Beagle died.
You would have found a way. Yeah, opposite field. That's what Derek Jeter was like a master for.
JT, someone give this lineup a line of coke. They need to wake that
They,
up.
they're comatose.
I
They're
mean,
comatose.
I don't endorse drug use, but I'll tell you what, they do need to wake the fuck up. Omar, good to see you coming in from Facebook. Salute to you.
Unfortunately, we can't give you the game because YouTube would copyright us.
Yeah, we would love to do that for you, Omar, but yeah, we don't want to get the channel shut down. But I think I can strongly say that myself and Luke are calling a better game than
Bob
TV.
Cox.
Not hard. Brad in the chat. Salute to you, Brad. Salute to everyone that's taking the time to watch us. I know there's a lot of people doing games, so we do appreciate you spending the time with us. Hit the like button.
Absolute fucking joke.
Judge,
So disappointing, Judge.
in
So
the regular season, is Patrick Mahomes, and in the playoffs, he's Dak Prescott.
Yeah, that's right. That's fucking right. All right. New guy up, Tommy Canley, and his wicked changeup. Should be a good at bat. Should be interesting. We've not done too well against Garcia. John says I watched 3 baseball movies tonight, and they were all better than this Yankee team. I just can't believe this is a playoff game. Like, the Yankees are treating this like it's a fucking June kind of a game. I just don't get the energy that this is a playoff game from them. They just don't seem that.
I was gonna say the
Emotion.
bullshit will be real if they lose this game and win the next 2. That's when the bullshit will be real.
The Yankees struggle against Garcia. All right, well, Canley's changeup is way up 2-1. This lineup is a walking dead. I mean, dude, we saw Garrett Cole's face, and there wasn't even a pitch thrown. He was like,
He's not even. I mean, I get he's not even pitching, but still, you're like falling asleep at the wheel.
and Soto tracks down a can of corn in the outfield. One away. Good job, Canley.
Somebody said Aaron Judge is Joel Embiid until further notice.
Is $1 Million Arm good, John? I never watched it. Mr. Baseball. I love Mr. Baseball.
I mean, yeah, I've watched the last 2, but not the first one.
Mr. Baseball is a really good freaking movie.
You know who we need? We need Lou Brown to fire this team up.
Yep.
I'm tired of you guys making excuses. That's all you guys do good. It's either a leg thing or a spiritual thing or a psychological thing. Like, we need that guy.
Oh, my God. Boom, Wells. Nice play. That was a tough play. Wells has got a good arm. The ball literally dropped like half a foot in front of the plate, and Wells still.
That thing barely rolled.
Yeah.
Barely.
Perfect throw. Good job. John Hamm. That's a good actor, John Hamm. John Hamm had a hilarious cameo in Curb Your Enthusiasm. I don't know if Luke has watched this episode yet, but he in the episode he's apparently in a movie and he has to act as Larry David. So we've got two Larry Davids in this episode. We got John Hamm mimicking Larry David.
Let me look that up because I probably have watched that
Yeah.
episode.
We got Larry in full fucking Larry mode, and he's got a twin of John Hamm going full fucking Larry. And it pisses everybody off, and everyone's like pissed.
It was actually season 11. I've not gone to season 11 yet.
Yeah, it's a great episode. I like it. And a ground ball and dealt with easily. So that was a great inning from Canely. This is now getting to become a bullpen game. And we're getting into the seventh inning stretch.
That was a lame
Judge has a hole in his swing. I don't know if he has a hole in his swing. I think it's mental. I really do.
Mental. The timing.
It's all about timing. He doesn't have a hole in his swing because he's hit like 200 home runs in 2.5 years. It's just, unfortunately, when it comes to the playoffs, in the biggest moment, it's like he can't handle it. He's a little bit too relaxed. I don't know.
His bat seems to turn into a hologram in the playoffs.
It's just strange.
Never seen
And this is actually somewhere that Soto is so much better than Aaron Judge at in the playoffs. He's got a much better swing, a much better approach at the plate. It's all about taking what the pitcher's giving you. Jacob, if we win this game, Holmes MVP of the game. Well, settle down.
Yeah, I would not go that far.
We've got other pitchers after Holmes.
Let's see who drives in the game-winning RBI if we do win the game.
Let's see who steps up.
But it was a big spot.
Yeah, you have to give credit.
Alex, are you the former Jets head coach now? Give credit.
Yes.
The now former one.
But let's see, we're going to what the time.
I think Sal will be a good DC. I think he's a good defensive coordinator. I think he's got.
Listen, I agree with you. Some people are just better off as coordinators.
That's it. And as a Giant fan, I can testify to that. We've got a whole line of coordinators that are better than they are head coaches. Salah, I think should be a DC. Maybe we'll go back to San Francisco or something like that.
Green Bay, if something opens up, or something
Green Bay,
like that.
Yeah.
But also as well, apparently per Adam Schefter, Salah kind of wasn't made for New York because he fed a lot into the outside noise and played victim.
I thought he would be tougher. Like, when he was at DC and the 49ers, there was a bit of energy. He was a tough dude, but then he went to New York and he shrunk. Like, it was like a shrinking violet. Like, what the fuck happened to him?
I mean, Alex has that meme, right, where he has the Salah face when he's DC and then the Salah face when he gets the Jets.
Yeah, when he ages.
Yeah,
it's crazy. Like, the difference. Because I remember him, I was like, oh, he might have the mentality for New York. Because he was so fucking passionate and fiery, and then he gets to the Jets, and he's like...
Well, Jacob, Wink's never been a head coach, but he's probably going to be a career coordinator.
Chris Bubich is up. And it's Austin Wells. Now, Wells has been in a serious slump. Let's see what he can do in this spot. That is a perfect four-seam fastball that should have been called a strike. This umpire's now lost the plot altogether. I don't think he knows what's a strike or not. That is an absolute strike. 1-0.
I don't know where that missed, but that's okay.
And now he's called a strike. He literally couldn't miss it this time. It was literally right down the dick. 1-1. That was a healthy swing. Four-seam fastball right down the dick again.
Dude, you got to drive that shit.
You can't miss that, man. That's 93 mile an hour. Like, there's no excuse. If that was 98, all right, I could forgive you. But 93, you got to be squaring up on that. You can't be late on that. And he just golfed the pitch.
Oh, my Christ.
Literally golfed it in the dirt. There was no chance that was ever going to be a strike. This team is not ready for the playoffs, man. This team is not prepared for the playoffs.
Do they
It's like
teach
going to
like plate
class.
discipline at all?
No, I
No.
don't know what they did in their off day. They had like a week off. What did they do, man? They just playing fucking golf? Because these swings are all just golf swings.
Yeah, I mean,
Thank
it's like
God
I'm
Stanton's up.
yeah, it's like coming to class without a number 2 pencil. I mean, what are we doing here?
Thank God Stanton's up. He's the only dude that can hit. 2 for 3 for double. Stolen base and an RBI. How's that for a stat line? If you put $1 million on that stat line, yeah, that's fucking unbelievable. Imagine how much you would have made for a Stanton stolen base.
The complete
Otani
odds.
could have told me. I should have asked Otani. He'd have told me the whole fucking betting line for how much
Oh yeah,
this stolen base would be.
One of the
he would
greatest
give you all
cover-ups
the
in
odds.
history.
2-1. Big G. That's pitch low, and that's 3-1. Come on, Big.
Come on, Stanton.
G-Force. Let's go. This is a hitter's count right here.
Come on, Stanton.
Whoa, he's hit it high. He's hit it far. He's hit it.
Out of here!
The Yankees are up.
John Carlos
It's
Stanton,
fucking G.
and the Yankees lead 3-2. Oh, 112 miles an hour off the bat.
Thank
Big
God.
fucking G. A towering home run. Holy shit. Holy
He's like,
shit.
Judge, if you're not showing up in the playoffs, I will.
That's exactly it. It's crazy. He's the only guy that's done
What
anything
the
in the
fuck
playoffs.
is that call?
He's the only guy that's done anything in the playoffs. I can't wait to fucking rip the people on X that have been saying, "Oh, they need to bench him. They need to bench him." This guy, hey, fucking shit. He's the only fucking good hitter we got. Bang.
Those hits make a series. Those define a series.
Boom. Big Daddy G.
And he went down to get that pitch.
You did.
Give him a lot of credit.
Oh, there's another Ken Griffey Jr. home run derby swing from Jazz Chisholm. And he's popped up to first base.
So you know what? It's like Willie Mays Hayes in the first major league. In the second major league, where he's supposed to hit the ball on the ground, but he keeps popping it up. Or perhaps that was the first one. No, it was the first one. He's like, with your speed, you have to hit the ball on the ground. Every time you hit the ball in the air, you're going to do 20 push-ups.
Maybe we need that fucking coach. Because that swing is too big. And I noticed it the whole game. That swing is fucking huge. What is he trying to accomplish?
So Jazz technically owes us like 40 push-ups already.
Well, Anthony Volpe up.
Oh Lord.
One
I mean,
count.
he did well last time, so I can't really shit on him, but
So how are you guys managing this in terms of pitching? Obviously, Weaver's going to close out the ninth. Do you give him a 6-out save, or do you have somebody go for before him, and who is that?
I'm going 6. You're lucky to have a lead. Luke Weaver could do it. I'm going 6. I ain't fucking around.
I'm gonna have somebody before him.
We are so fucking lucky to be ahead. Once again, a really bad outing, but the bullpen's great and Stanton's fucking great.
Playing hopscotch.
Full count. These are decent at bats from Volpe. I'll have to give him credit. He's worked full counts basically through the whole game. Crazy. What a home run from Stanton. Holy shit. And that's pitched way inside. Good at bat from Volpe. There you go. All right. Now he's on. He could probably steal.
Absolutely, create a threat.
Yeah.
Extend the inning. I mean, if Salvi couldn't throw out Giancarlo Stanton, can he throw out Volpe?
No. One thing I can guarantee is if Volpe runs, that helmet is flying off his head.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah, I think he's Eduardo Nunez.
Here's Ozzy Cabrera.
I really want to know what was the point in carrying the extra bat if Aaron Boone's not going to make any pinch hit.
Exactly.
Oh, they love Duke. They love Dick Ellis. I'm sorry, Duke Ellis.
Duke Ellis. Like, who the fuck is he? He's like a creative player on MLB The Show.
Yep.
He's like a CPU player. Fucking just ass.
50 overall.
Exactly. I was going to say that. 50 overall. Big, healthy cut from Ozzy, 2-1.
Unfortunately, that was ball 3.
Yep. Way high. Shouldn't have swung at that. I can't believe how fucking clutch Stanton is, man. Jesus. That pitch is way outside. 4-seam fastball on a sidearm. About 2 feet outside the zone. It's a hitter's count for Ozzy. And a nice pitch there. Fastball. Caught on and missed. Full count. I assume that'll now release the runner. Surprised he didn't try and run earlier. Full count. He deals, and that pitch is inside. Great at bat, Ozzy. Another walk.
That's his 3rd walk, I want to say.
Runners on first and second. Great eye, Ozzy. Great eye. That's what we're talking about.
And the bat fling, too.
He's a little bit of attitude. He's like shaking his head. No. All right, here we go. Verdugo. And he grounds weakly to first. Shit at bat. Like, pointless. That's an embarrassment, man. You got guys that worked incredibly hard to draw full counts and walks, and then you swing at the first pitch on a pitch that you shouldn't be swinging at. Just nasty at bat. Apparently, Dominguez couldn't do that, though. But we do have a Stanton home run. And we've got Luka to close out the game. Luka, we'll hand the ring over to you, my guy.
All righty. Thank you, Donald, for the commentary. Great job by Donald. And now I'll take over for the final innings as the Yankees look out to close game 3. It will be due up Massey, Witt Jr., and Vinny Pasquantino. Massey, the only one with a hit out of the top 3 thus far. Pasquantino with 0 for 2 with a walk. Witt 0 for 2 with a walk and a strikeout. And Massey had the game-tying triple. And a really shitty at-bat from Alex Verdugo.
Oh, so bad.
Uncompetitive at-bat.
That has to be frustrating if you're a teammate. You're walking, drawing these 10-pitch at-bats one after another, and and then you swing at the first pitch. For
And
a
it didn't. He had no power coming out of his bat. That was just a limp dick ground ball.
It was a ground ball to first base. Like, what are you doing? Like, where's Dominguez couldn't come in?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Birdie actually put together better at bats than fucking Dougal.
I would agree.
I mean, Verdugo's all bark, no bite, you know?
He's neutered.
That's what happens when you come to the Yankees. That's the first thing they do to you.
Quick scoring update. It's 3-0 Dodgers.
Yeah. With their backs up against the wall.
Right now I'm looking at Dairy Queen ad. Not once have I had Dairy Queen. Very interested to see who the Yankees will bring up or bring in. Ciara says, just came to say, Daddy's home, stand carrying us. What's up, Ciara?
Salute to you, Sierra. How are you?
All right, so we head to the bottom of the eighth. Tommy Kahnle's still on for the New York Yankees. He'll be facing off against Michael Massey, who tripled in the game-tying run in the sixth. The pitch, actually the fifth, pitch is a woof. That wasn't even close, but called a strike. That pitch looked like it was at his shins. From the stretch is Kahnle. 0-1 pitch. Popped into left field, shallow left, coming on his Chisholm and Verdugo. This ball will be out of play. Count is 0-2. Regardless, I like the use of the changeup. Went away on Massey that time. Luke Weaver starting to tie his shoes and warm up in the bullpen.
Yeah, how's Patrick Mahomes rubbing up against his friend now?
Good point.
I'm going after the Stanton haters on Twitter. Where's the Stanton haters now, huh? Only dude that's shown up in the playoffs other than Soto, and you're all crying about his sprint speed. How about his fucking bat speed and clutchness? That's right.
Here we go, the pitch. Left side foul. Bobby Witt Jr. waits on deck. O2 pitch from Kahnle. He struck him out. Changeup going away from Massey, one gone.
Here comes Weaver.
As they look at the eighth inning, obviously Stanton's big jam, big home run.
Big fucking G. Only dude that's shown up in the fucking playoffs.
Yep.
So now that'll Tommy Kahnle is out. Alex is correct. They're going to bring on Weaver for a 5-out save. But then why start? I'm being nitpicky, but why start out Kahnle if you're going to pitch Weaver eventually in the eighth inning? Though it's kind of pointless. You're just taking 1 out away then. Just a thought. And plus, how long did he even have time to warm for?
Apparently, Bob Cost is getting absolutely ripped Thank God we're calling this game. Apparently, he's calling
Yep.
one of the worst games ever, from what I'm
I don't
reading.
understand how they made that decision. I really don't.
People are like, "This, no joke, is the worst fucking broadcast of all the games." Wow, must be really bad.
Couldn't pull somebody out of your ass like Brian Anderson. He can't be doing the CS. He can't.
No,
Good
I don't think
Lord.
so. I think it would be like FS1.
What happened to Joe Buck? Does he do baseball anymore?
Nope, not since he moved to ESPN.
Fuck. I never hear Buck anymore. He only calls like one fucking football game a week, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
And like that's a part of child. Like I know everybody used to hate Joe Buck and all this stuff, but like that's a part of childhood I miss. Like him calling the most important series. That just leaves like
That's
a
it.
huge void.
It's a huge void.
I just wish he did come back and call baseball.
But dude could call a game. You could call a game. He was hated for whatever reason, but I think it's impossible for people to like announcers. Like in general, someone's gonna hate you. You know,
Of course.
it's just nature of the beast.
So Luke Weaver, 1-1 saves in the postseason, 3 strikeouts in 1 2/3 innings, 4 of 4 in the opportunities in the regular season as George Brett looks on with his
Again, dude, we get George Brett. We get it. There has to be more to fucking look at.
Here is Bobby Witt Jr. for 2 with a walk. His family looking on. Weaver winds, kicks, and delivers first pitch, dotted on the corner for a strike.
Literally dotted. Perfect pitch.
Count is 0-1. Weaver gets the sign, winds, kicks, and delivers outside 1-1.
I love Luke Weaver's attitude, man. He's like perfect for the closer's role. You know, he's just so unassuming. He just gets out there and balls, and that's it. Goes home. No fucking around.
The 1-1 pitch, 2-1.
He doesn't have much of a wind up.
No,
He just releases 98-mile-an-hour fucking beasts.
2-1.
Oh shit!
Rounded left side base hit. Bobby Witt Jr. gets on his first hit of the day.
Damn, a seeing eye single in between third and short.
That'll bring up Vinny Pasquantino.
Now his speed's on.
And that was a low changeup.
Now his speed could be a real threat.
Goes for a pickoff move at first. He's safe.
But thanks to TBS, we didn't know how fucking close it was.
Yeah, you know what? It's not even just the broadcasting, it's the freaking camera angles too, because when Stan hit that double, they were showing him going to second, not the runner rounding third.
Oh, he's lifted up!
Driven into right center field. That is, oh, what a catch by Volpe.
Fuck!
A diving catch in the short outfield, saves a base hit, 2 outs.
Wow! Wow!
I will tip my cap to that.
Wow! That's some fucking range. Holy shit. He left that pitch up, and damn did we get lucky.
Witt on first. Weaver from the stretch. He delivers to Salvi. Pitches high. 1-0.
This is a big at bat. This is their major power threat. 27 homers, 104 RBIs in the regular season.
He's still doing it. He's like 34 years old or something. 1-0 pitch. Witt off of first. Weaver from the stretch. Delivers. Swung on and missed. Strike 1.
That wasn't even close.
Yeah, Perez helped him out there. Patrick Mahomes looking on. The 1-1 pitch. Swung on and missed. Another hack by Perez. Count is 1-2. One and two. Witt Jr. leading off for first. 2 outs. 3-2 Yankees, bottom of the 8th. Weaver from the stretch. Delivers. Popped up to the right side. And this will be out of play.
That was a hell of a pitch. 98-mile-an-hour, man. He did really well to stay alive because I thought that was guaranteed strikeout.
Witt takes his lead. Weaver from the stretch. 1-2 count, 2 outs. The pitch. High, 2-2. Two and two count. Weaver from the stretch. Once again. The pitch to Perez. Grounded up the middle. Past Volpe. Base hit. Witt Jr. is going to run second, head for third. Runners on the corners with 2 out.
Holy fucking crap.
Why are we here again?
Holy fucking crap. How's your nerve, guys?
That pitch wasn't even that. Salvi just stuck his bat out and just hit a nubber.
That was just a really good at bat, man. He threw his bat head out there and just another seeing eye single.
He's vet savvy.
I cannot blame Weaver at all. He's pitching great. It's just really good hitting.
Matt Blake out there.
Really good situational hitting. I really don't think we need to have Matt Blake out there. Every time I see Matt Blake out there, usually bad things happen.
It's like a jinx.
Kinda. Weaver knows what he needs to do. And to be honest, Weaver's pitched well. There's been nothing wrong with it. It's just these are just two really good swings.
Yuli Gurriel, the playoff veteran. In his many years with the Astros.
Oh, God. TBS is fucking obsessed with Patrick Mahomes.
Of course. Why else?
Yeah.
1 for 3 with a double. 2 outs. 2 men on. Witt Jr. off of third. Perez off of first. Weaver from the stretch.
Oof.
The pitch. Popped up. Left side. This is going to go foul.
It was well located. If it was even slightly more over the plate, that's a home run. So it's a well located pitch.
Weaver steps back in. Tommy Pham looking on. Royals crowd on their feet. 2 men on. 2 outs. The 0-1 pitch to Gurriel. High fly ball. Popped up. Judge is there. He will make the catch, and that will end the inning. A big out for Luke Weaver. We head to the top of the 9th.
I knew he'd get out of it.
3-2 Yankees.
No, Weaver is special. Weaver is special.
Just by the knock of the bat, I know that wasn't going out. You saw Gurriel just throw his shit.
Someone said this on Twitter. Love how y'all are blaming Aaron Judge for the offensive woes when they're all playing like dog shit. Oh, I mean, we're criticizing.
Oh
everybody.
man, Bob Costas had a fucking nightmare.
What do you do?
I gotta listen to this.
It's Talking Yanks shared it. That Volpe play where he dived and made the catch. Bob Costas is like, and it's a base hit to center field, and then he goes, I don't know if he caught it, and then John's like, yeah, he caught it.
He pulled a John Sterling.
He did, yeah.
Imagine him and John Sterling in the same booth.
Well, Sterling is still a legend. I'm no fan of Costas. Costas just sucks.
So we wait for the top of the ninth. It looks like they're going to put in Michael Lorenzen versus Torres, Soto, and Judge. Still waiting. Everybody breathe. Everybody breathe.
One more inning. One more inning.
Tomorrow, 8 p.m., Yankees Royals Game 4. With one of
Lovely.
these teams having a chance to clinch.
8 p.m., right?
Yes.
Live on your channel?
Yep.
Labor Torres gets a cold strike. Lorenzen from the stretch delivers, pitches high. Pitch inside 2-1. Lorenzen, veteran pitcher, been with numerous teams, the Phillies, the Reds, the Rangers. 2-1. Nubbed, check swing. This is going to go up the first base line. That was not competitive.
And excuse me, swing.
One gone. This will bring up Juan Soto.
Finally, a good hitter. One of our two good hitters.
Yeah, we could maybe close it out, don't you think? Oh, Lordy.
Here is Juan Soto.
What I would do in Game 4 is I would change it up and put Stanton in the 4 hole and
Two gone.
Move Wells out to clean up.
Never mind. First baseman dropped the ball. Soto was safe. I literally jinxed it.
Luca Costas.
Look at Costas.
Yeah, this sounds about right. I was like, yep, 2 outs. Nope, he drops the ball. He's safe. And that was the most casual ground ball ever. How do you not glove that?
That's nasty, man. That's a bad throw because he kind of long darted it, but the first baseman's going to make that play.
Judge takes low.
Judge 0 for 4.
Count is 1-0. The
Only
pitch,
one
Judge.
infield single in the playoffs so far from Aaron Judge.
Yep, that was in Game 2. Count is 2-0. 2-0. The pitch from Lorenzen. Chop foul. That arguably was ball 3.
He's way late there. What a time to be in a slump.
Count is 2-1. Lorenzen from the stretch with a runner on first. Pitch. Inside 3-1.
Dodgers are piss pounding the Padres 5-0.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Will Smith with the 2-run homer.
Count is 3-1. Soto leads off first. The pitch. Swung on and missed. He swings and misses again. Strike 2. That pitch was also ball 4.
He's not even close. It's so late.
Three-two pitch, and Soto will move back to first. Three-two. The pitch. Ball 4. Judge walks.
Is that like the first positive thing he's done this series?
Yep. It was really difficult not to draw a walk in that at bat, though, because all those pitches were about a foot outside the zone.
So now they'll bring up Austin Wells. Please don't ground into a double play. Lorenzen delivers. Wells lines it foul up against the screening.
It was a decent swing, though. It's just late.
Lorenzen from the stretch. Delivers. Downstairs 1-1. One and one. Pitch. Wells lines this one into center field. Isbell is right there for the second out. And that'll bring up Giancarlo Stanton.
All right, here we go.
Big fucking G. He's already Big G because, well, you know, he untied the game.
G-force. At bat per home run leaders. Stan is second behind Babe Ruth. All time.
Here is Stanton against Lorenzen, the veteran pitcher. The pitch downstairs in the dirt.
A home run every 9 at-bats for Giancarlo Stanton in the playoffs. That's second behind Babe Ruth. And people don't like him. Yeah.
I was about to say Donald was going in on those people.
Go fuck yourselves.
Yeah, leave it to Stanton, please. Don't leave it to Chisholm, who's 0 for 4.
1-0.
That's a ball. Give me a
not
fucking break.
a fucking strike.
Go suck a dick.
While Boone's just blowing his bubbles over there. That pitch was at his shin. One pitch from Lorenzen. Stanton hits a high pop up to the right side. Gurriel is there. He will make the catch, just almost falling into the stands. That'll end the inning. We head to the bottom of the ninth. It is 3-2 Yankees.
Wow. All comes down to this. 3 outs away from a big 2-1 lead.
Yep.
In the series.
They have their bottom 4 up. Bottom 4. It's Melendez, Garcia, Frazier, and Kyle Isbell.
And by the way, the score update, folks, across the New York sports realm, the Rangers have shut out the Pittsburgh Penguins 6-0.
Pittsburgh are good too. Was
Saints
that
are-
in MSG or in Pittsburgh?
That was in Pittsburgh because the Knicks were playing at MSG tonight.
All right. How much did the Knicks win by? 20 or 30?
Yes, let's check. They won by 23.
Great. Looks like Towns had a good game.
Yeah, he had a double-double, and Kolek put up like 15 points.
Oh, I love Colette.
He was like running, like I was watching some of it. He's like running the pick and roll really well with Ariel Hakaporti, and Brunson was also running pick and roll with Towns. So good to see.
Do you think like guys like TJ Warren and fucking Shamit are gonna?
Shaman, I think, is going to make the roster, and he might even make the rotation. I think he's played well this far. Warren, he only played like this game, so it's hard to tell.
I think Shamit's good. He's got a good 3-point shot.
Alrighty.
I'm just so upset by that trade. I'm almost like I've just been so put off. I can't believe we got rid of DiVincenzo. I'm still upset about it. I've not recovered yet.
Give it time, Donald. Give it time.
I'll try.
But I understand. I understand. But it's more emotional for us because we watched arguably the greatest sports moment in person at our I mean, you could say David Colts.
It was by far the greatest fucking game that I've ever been to.
So Luke Weaver will pitch the bottom of the ninth, 3 more outs to go to give the Yankees a 2-1 series lead. Or will the Royals take command and tie this game? Royals fans have their rally caps and their blue towels out.
I like this.
Kolek is a bucket, man.
He's a bucket and he's a passer.
I like this tweet by somebody. Thanks a lot. Thanks a fucking lot, Captain. Fucking October loser.
They've all got their rally caps on. This is it, guys. This all comes down to this.
Hold on to your butts.
Hold on to your butts. Everyone in the chat, hold on to your butts.
Your nails.
MJ Melendez will be up to the plate against Luke Weaver. First pitch from Weaver is swung on and missed. Strike 1. Blew the heater right by him. 95 on the gun.
Weaver's fucking electric, man. How did it take them this long to realize he's their fucking closer?
The count is 0-1. Weaver winds, kicks, delivers. Popped up. Left side. Verdugo coming on. He will make the catch for the first out.
One down, 2 to go.
Michael Garcia will come into the plate.
Only has a 613 OPS in the regular season. Below league average.
Weaver kicks and delivers. Pitch. Strike 1. Dots the corner. His location is so pristine.
Let's fucking go.
Dead-eye look from Weaver. He winds. He kicks. He delivers. Outside 1-1. The 1-1 pitch.
Ooh!
Just missed by a few inches. 2-1. Good frame job there by Wells.
Yo.
Count is 2-1. The pitch from Weaver. Popped up to the right side. Calling this off is Cabrera. He will make the catch for the second out. The Yankees are one more out away from a 3-2 win and a 2-1 series lead.
Holy shit, man. Weaver is fucking electric.
Pinch hitter Tommy Pham is coming to the plate.
This team has been carried by the bullpen, Stanton, That's really it.
And why is Matt Blake going out? 2 outs. He's not even struggling. He's got one more guy. Luke Weaver should be like, don't fuck this up. Go back to the dugout.
He literally couldn't be pitching better. Every pitch has been perfect.
Such micromanagement.
Oh, Christ. What are you doing this for? Killing time?
Garrett Cole is unimpressed. I don't think he's liking this mound visit either. All right, here we go.
Here we go. Tommy Pham with the Diamondbacks, who went to the World Series last year, joins the Royals this year.
What up,
Steps
fam?
in. The pitch.
Oh!
Grounded. Shortstop. Volpe. Fields. Fires. Yankees win Game 3.
Woo!
Wow.
Bobby Witt Jr. is absolutely stunned.
Wow.
Yankees tape Game 3 with a chance to clinch tomorrow.
Congratulations, boys.
Thank you, everybody in the chat, first of all.
Thank you, EJ. Salute to you.
Yeah, thank you.
Salute, EJ.
Thank you, Roselle.
Thank you, Raziel.
They get lucky, right? Big fucking G. Big Daddy G.
Yep.
Thank fuck for him in the bullpen.
Because if not, we wouldn't have survived.
Huge 2-1 series lead. That means that it's guaranteed at worst that the Yankees will bring it home.
Yeah.
The Yankee Stadium to close it out if required. Having said that, the Yankees are much better on the road, so maybe they'll fucking close it out tomorrow.
Yeah.
And
Cole's pitching tomorrow, right?
There it could be, so you can join us tomorrow as we call Game 4.
Yeah, we'll be live on my chat. Cole's pitching tomorrow, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
Garrett Cole pitching tomorrow.
I'd be
And
scared.
at least you guys in the chat don't have to listen to Bob Costas, who apparently, from what I'm reading, had an all-time bad performance, which is pretty impressive considering he's been breaking that record on a daily basis.
Wow. Wow.
EJ.
Hour day from EJ. Most
Jesus,
certainly looking forward
man.
to it. Thank you, boys. Just catching the game now. Works an 18-hour day.
Bro, get some rest. You
Yeah,
deserve it.
Bro, you are a badass, man. 18 hours. That's commitment. And to stick around and watch the Yankees and us, doubly and trebly appreciated.
Absolutely.
So here's the question before we leave. Dom C, New York Jets, asks, if you were locked in a house with Bob Costas, Chris Collinsworth, an 88-inch TV that streamed nothing but sports, how quickly would you jab a pencil to both your eardrums? 1 day, 1 to 2 minutes, or 35 seconds?
Probably 35 seconds. 35 seconds.
That would be something. Now here's a guy.
Give us a whole friggin' history lesson.
Salute to 01. I'd rather deal with Chris Collinsworth. I could deal with Chris Collinsworth. I can't deal with Bob Costas. I can't.
I'm in that same sentiment.
I really can't. There's nothing I like about Bob Costas at all.
History teacher.
What a panel. What a panel. We got Pedro Martinez. We got fucking... Who else we got?
Curtis Granderson. The
Curtis Granderson. The Grandy Man can.
Yes.
Oh, the Grandy Man can. think that's Jessica No, I think that's Lauren Shahadi. Trying to figure out the other two people. For some reason, I can't name them.
Who dat?
I wish they had the tags, like, the graphic where it shows the name. Obviously, TBS is very incompetent.
Yeah, they are really bad.
Do I have to look up TBS MLB postgame myself?
There's the Yankees' son, Pedro Martinez.
Yep. Call the Yankees my daddies.
He's a loser. He's a fucking loser.
He knows his
That's
fucking pitcher, man. What a hell of a pitcher.
The two other guys are Dusty Baker and Jimmy Rollins.
Dusty Baker's thinned out.
Yeah, he has.
I didn't recognize him. Who's that host? She's pretty cute.
Lauren Shahadi, I think.
Yeah. Haughty by name, haughty by nature. EJ, the Grandy Man, bro. The Grandy Man, Swishalicious. Don't forget him. Swishalicious. Swishalicious. Those were good days, the Grandy Man day. EJ, she's certainly a hottie, all right. So, anyway, let's close this out, and then you guys can join us at 8 p.m. tomorrow. So, I'll go with the final thoughts around the panel. Let's start with Alex, who joined us a little late. We appreciate him joining. Alex, what are your final thoughts on the game?
Yeah, I mean, it kind of reminded me of Game 1, but it was a grit and grind. At some point, the Yankees are going to have to hit better with runners in scoring position. It just seems like the Yankees' playoff mantra the last few years has been not hitting in runners in scoring position. Big G, I mean, he's one of the only guys on this team that has shown up. Credit to Juan Soto as well. The bullpen has done amazing in these 3 games. You got to give credit there to a unit that we thought was not going to be as good or just a worry in the playoffs. So the Yankees have put themselves in a favorable situation. Tomorrow night, 8 o'clock, you got Garrett Cole on the mound to close it out. And you have, presuming you win that, a couple of days of rest, go with Cole again, or you go with Rodon. But Clark Schmidt shoved tonight. I know that there was those 2 runs, but when you have an incompetent shortstop, sometimes it does make it harder. So I'm starting to think
he
that
did redeem himself with that catch in center field because I thought that was a single.
Yeah, he did.
So did
but yeah, I would still give him an earned run. Volpe that being, but all in all, typical Yankees game, having you on the edge of your seat, and let's go clinch it tomorrow.
Yeah, you're right. It was a typical Yankee game. Like, everything has been exactly as it's been most postseasons. It's been Soto and Judge not showing up, and it's a great bullpen. So let's pass it on to Luca, who did such a great job on calling the game. So we do really appreciate his hard work tonight. Luca, what's your final thoughts on the game?
Well, I appreciate the compliments. I think Donald did a great job with the commentary too. But I have to I'll get into my analysis real quick, but I want to end off with a tweet. Joseph Flynn says Costas ended the game with, and that's that. Like he was the old guy who liked Joe Pesci and Goodfellas.
That's that.
But in all seriousness, this was a very much grit and grind out victory for the Yankees. Most of the lineup, let's be fair, didn't show up. Kudos to Giancarlo Stanton. He keeps proving everybody wrong with his clutchness in the playoffs. Luke Weaver absolutely fucking shoved for the last 2 innings he pitched. Kudos to him. It couldn't have been a better decision to place him as the closer. I thought Clark Schmidt pitched really well as well. Good job with the rest of the bullpen as well. They locked it down, and now you clinch tomorrow night. Let's see if Garrett Cole can get his act together from game 1 and really shove. I really you want to go. It's fine to go back to Yankee Stadium for game 5, but you know what? Why not clinch tomorrow? Why wait the extra day?
Yeah, if you can get that win tomorrow, you got to take it. You don't want to put yourself in a situation where it's all or nothing. So you take your chance when you can. But the Royals will be extra motivated, so it should be an interesting match. It should be pretty fun. I thought the pitching was unbelievable. The entire pitching staff was fucking unbelievable. Um, Schmidt did solid. I thought he pitched great, and then he kind of lost his way in the fifth inning a little bit. But apart from that, the rest of the bullpen was ridiculous. Tommy Kahnle was great, um, and Luke Weaver was absolutely a machine, man. He is, he's just got balls, man, and he just looks so unassuming. He just kind of turns up and then he just shoves 98 miles an hour down your throat, and then just goes off the mound like, all right, no problem, no easy. And you compare that with like previous, like Aroldis Chapman, where sweat was like pouring out of every orifice and fucking pore, and like, and then you have Clay Holmes, who looked like the whole world was on his shoulders. Closing, you know what I mean? Like one pitch, he's oh, and you go Luke Weaver, boom, 98 mile an hour, fucking go home, right? I mean, that's a baller right there. So Luke Weaver is absolutely shocked. Big G, it's all about Big G. But a little bit of realism is this is not sustainable. If this goes into the ALCS, the Yankees are going to get wiped in the ALCS because it's not sustainable to have one or two hitters in an entire lineup and no length from your starting pitching either. Like none of that is sustainable, and it's concerning moving forward. But it's just good enough to beat a Royals team that has been struggling in the second half of the year because they don't have much power. Really, their power comes from two guys in the lineup, Bobby Witt and Salvi Perez. Got a good hitter in Gurriel, but if you can kind of handle them, you should kind of make it through the lineup. And that's what the Yankees have been doing. So that they should be able to get through this, but I'll tell you what, man, this is not sustainable. If you want to go any further, if you want a team that can make a World Series, you cannot have Aaron Judge play this bad. You cannot have these kind of bad at bats. You can't have Jazz Chisholm swinging from the soles of his shoes and like a spinning top, 180 degrees. Like you cannot have these at bats, especially if you're going to talk the big talk and then play like that. So there are some things that I'm concerned about, but I'll give them one thing: they're coming up in big spots, and you can't ask much more than that. We're up 2-1, chance to close it out. Let's do it. Let's close it out. Let's see it. Big thank you to the Twins, Alex and Luca. You guys
very much.
absolutely killed it tonight. Loads of fun to bring back the boys and the Big Apple again. And let's do it again for another show tomorrow. So once again, guys, thanks so much for watching. Really appreciate you guys taking the time to watch the game with us. And let's go Yankees.
Let's go Yankees.